completely secured the win.
All right, and we are back with the finals here for the top 8 of Konsole Kombat 2. 8 players remain here in our bracket. One is going to be our champion. Everybody's getting paid, but we are here for our finals. I am Dream Eater, joined by the King of Atlantis himself. We got Mr. Aquaman here in the building. How's it going, man?
What is going on, everyone? I'm incredibly excited to be here for what is a culmination, if that's the correct terminology of use of the word, of about, 3.5 months, 4 months of action here on CGL coming together at one time. 32 of the best players from each console going at it, and here we are in the Xbox One finale. Went from 32 to 8 just last night, and those 8 are going to duke it out right here before our eyes for a piece of that $10,000 prize pool. I'm incredibly excited, Dream Eater. I don't know about you.
Oh, dude, I am super excited. I've been kind of following this, paying attention to the storylines. A lot of these players, it's been interesting to see their kind of path through here. We've got some interesting faces still hanging in there.
Yes.
We got GX17, who had a great showing at DreamHack, one of the offline events that he attended, and still hanging in the bracket here today. Had a couple upsets, took out players like K7 Showoff, our recent Frosty Faustings champion. And then, of course, I think one of the most surprising is Izzy being still in the bracket, who at least by the data he sent in claims to be 13. So a young prodigy coming through, mopping.
This is a foreshadow to what is going to be the future of our scene. Is someone just like Izzy here, who was playing out of their mind, going through Blaze, Titanium Tigers, in a very, 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 very tight game number 5 for this top 8. So that goes to show you, and Tigers is the veteran, especially here online. So for Izzy to overcome a situation like that is already looking pretty good for the future of Izzy, if I dare say so myself. So and rocking a character that isn't primarily known to be that successful or good. So shouts to Izzy, and as well, like you mentioned, GX17 being a really fresh face here in this top 8, going through absolute killers and legends amongst our scene, and really making a name for themselves when it matters most here.
Absolutely. All right, so it looks like we are going to be hopping into this first fight. We got Gambler versus Pulse here on the losers bracket. Gambler has hopefully corrected some of his connection issues, so we'll be able to keep him in the bracket for as long as his connection can stand it.
Also, our bad on not building up this particular match a little bit more before it started, because we were kind of hanging out with him in this room for a while before we started. So I wasn't sure if this was a real match or not, or if they were just throwing down for us. But no, this is a real match. King Gambler, the Matoka warrior himself, going up against Pulse rocking Showstopper. Pulse, a man of many characters up his sleeve. Today, Johnny.
Yeah, we were kind of expecting to see a little bit more Aaron Black in this tournament, but it's been a lot more Johnny on the screen here from Pulse, and it's been working out. Gotten real deep in this bracket here, and the deeper you get in this bracket, the more money you walk away with, so very important.
That's right, and, playing the numbers game, what character is going to be my best, chance at success? Right now, Johnny Cage is definitely up there, having a health lead, and doing the smart thing, backing off with his Gambler with a massive jump-in read, and here we go, the big one, to start us off.
Is it gonna kill? I don't think this is gonna be enough damage. I think if the shields are here, it's gonna save him. Got 30 health left. Johnny Cage comeback potential. Oh, got him. Now he's got the life lead.
Oh, no!
The Tarkon wasn't fast enough.
He made a detrimental mistake right there in blocking that projectile. Those are going to be highs all the way, even on Amplify, and that definitely put him at chip territory right there, to where he couldn't block another one. Very unfortunate for Joey there, trying to make that massive comeback, but it's Pulse who's kind of staying alive by the Henderson. But wow, to start us off here in the second round, is Gambler going absolute egg, ham, cheese, the bread, I don't know, the whole sandwich in the corner here.
He's bringing a lot of noise here in this corner. Uh-oh, Pulse looking to turn it around here. And of course, he is playing that Showstopper variation. So with Fatal Blow on the table, he has huge damage available to him on basically any kind of stray hit if he wants to convert.
There are no health leads against Showstopper Johnny, and we have seen that time and time again. Once he gets that Fatal Blow back, it's going to get even more detrimental, trying to close things out with the throw. But it is Pulse once again. One hit away now from another comeback. Does he have it in him? Uses the Fatal Blow cancel early.
Point blank. Got him with the throw. This is going to even things up here. 30 health difference. Oh, the throw. Nice throw tech. Jump kick will come in, though, from the Matoka Warrior. And that's going to tie it up. Final round here in game 1.
A couple of really clutch jump reads here by King Gambler. The aggression paying off. And I got to say, really bet everything Pulse did on that cancel. Trying to open up someone, trying to tech a throw. It just came down to one mix-up. So you can't really blame him for that.
Yeah, and I think he got away with 3 cancels in that last round. And the thing is, still has the Fatal Blow here going into the final round. So that cancel is such a great tool.
Forward to opening up Pulse here. One of the slower overheads in the game, but I don't care who you are. It's going to hit at some point, and this is relentless pressure coming out of King Gambler here, not letting Pulse breathe, and once again backing him to the corner. We got him coast to coast, baby.
Less than 100 health left here. Like you said, though, no life leads. Looking at the pressure coming out here now from Pulse.
Absolute beautiful conversion off that down one. That's a Mortal Kombat player right there. When you got him! That was at the raw shoulder from Gambler. That was, I think he bet everything right there.
He definitely did.
Pulse just got his fatal blow back. That was gonna hurt on block.
Yeah, that was enough damage to kill had he made the mistake of getting it blocked. But he bet it all, like you said, and that's going to be the victory here. Game 1 going the way of King Gambler, staying alive here. We'll see if he can continue this advance or if Pulse is going to have an answer.
I expect this matchup to go between these two top players. I mean, both characters right up there as far as tiers, and both of them play very fast, very aggressive, very offensive-minded characters, and that's what I like about this matchup so far. Is it's very offensive to start us off here in this top 8.
Absolutely, these guys are both going in a ton here. I think Nightwolf is also really just exciting to see the characters starting to make its way into the competitive scene. Those DLC characters, they take a little bit longer to warm up. But we're definitely starting to see some players kind of adopting those DLC characters now, and they are quite exciting to see in play.
Absolutely. As you can see by those player cards right there, 4 17th places amongst these two. But Joey getting that top 8 at KIT, wonderful performance there. And both these guys really young, so this is, again, the future of our community here as Gambler draws first blood to start off game number 2, up 1-0.
He's also going to be queuing up that crushing blow here available. Although, of course, the recent patch did change it so that he's not going to be able to get both throw crushing blows in the game, but still a massive 30% chunk on a throw is fantastic.
And most certainly is one of the scariest things to have locked and loaded in this game. That puts the fear of the Elder Gods in you, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
That elite jump kick right there, which, you know, with those massive changes to jump kicks in the game, you know, the height at which it interacts with your hurt box really does matter here as far as shaving off some negative frames and fighting his way out of the corner here as Pulse fighting for his life. He's sick and tired of getting cornered. Gambler so aggressive. He's done such a great job of the push, the staggers, everything working out for him. That's going to be a match.
Oh, no, he wasn't close enough. Oh, my gosh, that was a terrible drop, and he got the crushing blow queued up and ready. So that's going to take the round, but he definitely stole that.
Just an execution error is all that came down to. That was a beautiful, beautiful snipe with that back 3 coming from Pulse. Just didn't get the combo. Execution matters.
Absolutely, especially, right? This is late in the tournament. Money's on the line. As they say, we take those.
Ooh, beautiful false block there. You can't give top players anything. If you give them one little mistake, that is a shark 14 miles out smelling some blood. He's coming for you.
Absolutely. It's very, very dangerous to be playing with that kind of stuff. Gotta have your combos locked down. All right, here we go. A little corner pressure. Gonna poke out and catches him with the overhead. Gonna go back to the mid screen now. Ooh, catches him on the jump and burns the breakaway. I think that combo was gonna be done. I don't know if Nightwolf can get down 2 conversions. He possibly can, though. Not gonna matter, though. King Gambler takes it.
That looked like it was just a perfect read on the breakaway by Gambler. Once he got the launch, he said, breakaway's coming. Let me maximize the damage through it with the down 2. Wonderfully done by Gambler, taking the 2-0 lead. And
man, that outro is so good.
What an outro. If that happens at an offline event and the whole crowd's not doing that, something's wrong with our community. I'm going to say it.
There were no Nightwolves at Frosty Fausting, so I don't think I've seen it happen yet, but I'm sure that the community will deliver on that. You guys will. And I know I'll be out there doing it.
I'm not sure if Joey got a win at KIT on stage, so I can't. That's not bluff. Gambler, I love you. But I don't know if we had the opportunity to do it at KIT.
Ooh, okay, so Aaron Black is now going to be coming out.
This is kind of what we were expecting from Pulse. This is, you know, even though Aaron Black is a very highly debated character, the character's still got a lot going for him. Very solid. And someone like Pulse, who's just a character specialist, can do so much with him. And every time I see Pulse play, I'm like, this has to be how you play Aaron Black. It's completely different. He has such an approach. It's very methodical. It's a lot slower. He's got great reactions. He anti-airs well, stuff that I don't see other Aaron Black players go for. And we'll see how that knowledge is going to come into play here.
Yeah, he's going to have to clutch it out here as Gambler is right now up 2-0 here in this set. But Pulse is a player very well known for his Aaron Black. Let's see if Aaron Black can turn it around.
he rocked Aaron Black, I believe, in his top 16 match against Dragon on the winner's side. And when stuff went well, it went well, but Dragon really had control outside of the corner against Pulse. Let's see if he can try to get in and go in here. Pulse's corner game with this character is actually disgusting. How he tries to make you bleed with that acid, the staggers, everything.
Yeah, and I love those characters that it's like such an interesting take on the characters that do the damage with the damage over time tools, like Splatoon Jackie as well with the fire on the ground. It's really just an interesting, like they're not necessarily trying to hit you really hard for a ton of combo damage. They're just trying to lock you down and keep you in that acid. So it kind of brings a different approach, and it's really exciting to watch players that have kind of mastered this alternative approach to still getting the victory.
Listen, there's a 300 damage combo that hits you, and then there's like a 45 damage reset on top of a damage over time that doesn't look like it hit you that hard, but your health bar melts.
Yeah, it's gone, and you have no idea where it went.
Speaking of gone, there goes half of Pulse's life with the Crushing Blow throw, but with the latest update, you can only use that once per match, which is something Nightwolf had going for him pre-patch.
Yeah, that was, I think, a really big, powerful tool for Nightwolf as well. A character that has a good stagger game with the throws and stuff. So catching people with both of those crushing blows was not unheard of, but now it will be a thing of the past.
Yeah, I would say he's one of, if not one of, the top character that was really harmed by that. The other double throw characters their gameplay didn't really revolve around that too much. Having kind of built-in mix-ups, but with Nightwolf, that really is, it's not overhead low, it's stagger, 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 and throw.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Noob Saibot is not going to be feeling it as much.
Oh, man, he is bleeding on that acid. Comes in, and that's an aggressive jump. That worked out for him before.
Got him with the mix.
He throws the Combat League 50-50.
Yeah, he was betting it all right there.
You love to see it. And it is going home to Aaron Black. My favorite thing to watch in a tournament, and I hate to say this because he was losing, but my favorite thing is when a character specialist picks a top tier and goes back home and does well. That's my favorite thing to see in a tournament.
Right? Just kind of like sends the message home, like, what are you doing picking these characters that are not
if you have all of this time, you have all of this, in your head about this character, it's all instinct at that point. Why change?
We've seen tons of players actually end up having it like come around on their main character, or players that don't even bother to switch to another character. They just stick with their considered low tier character and are able to drive through and kind of prevail in matchups that on paper and the community wasn't seeing it happen, but players just have those instincts. And in these sets, it's first to 3, it's not like matchups are listed in a first to 10 kind of idea, right? But those first 3 games can go the way of Sub-Zero.
And it's not like matchups are as bad as they've been in previous games, where you have a plethora of 7-3s and 8-2s, almost unheard of in MK11.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's a very a rare 7-3 here and there. I think 8-2s are, oh man, you got to make a really solid argument for that. And it's got to be maybe on a variation, like this variation.
Yep, exactly. And it has to be Spellmaster Shang Tsung, or I'm not buying it.
Or the Kung Lao variation that loses its spin. All right, here we go.
Man.
Heavy zoning here into the corner, and now look at this life lead that Pulse is sitting on. Hasn't been touched once.
How different is it with the switch to Aaron Black? I really think that it's just a comfort level at this point. Almost getting clipped by the 2-1. The mid not quite getting there in time. And this is Gambler's chance to get out. That's a beautiful air-to-air right there. Nightwolf's jump two's got that beautiful arc to it that you want on a jump in. Trying to come in hot.
Blow attempt. Nice flawless block. Gambler not giving up here.
Using every tool possible to survive on the little bit of health he's got remaining, and now he's fatal blow territory.
Oh, he saved the crushing blow? Okay. Is this one, can you use it again here? Yes, he can, that's it!
Absolutely disgusting. That was start to end a perfect comeback. That honestly may have been a real master comeback.
I think it was. That was like a flawless victory. As soon as I said it, the curse was cast. I'm sorry, Pulse, I'm sorry.
I don't know how these players, when they have that 1% health back remaining, all of a sudden they can flawless block and punish everything. I don't get it. They actually go like ultra instinct on us.
Yeah, where was that 100% of your health bar ago? All right, here we go. Another escape failed. Not gonna matter though, as that crushing blow already spent.
Exactly. This is where pre-patch you would be double sweating. You'd be soaked at this point.
The boots would be shaking. Oh, okay. Got him with the drop kick. Caught him out of the air. That's gonna make that last part of the string whiff.
Oh, the standoff!
Okay.
That's Pulse. Closing out the second round, 1 round away from sending us to a game number 5. What a pop-off there by Aaron Black. Giving us a little gunplay.
I love it, the Ocelot. And also, this is another thing that can happen is that Crushing Blow now on the throw is queued up here for Pulse on that back throw. So it only exists on one of his throws, so he doesn't kind of lose it in that sort of sense due to the patch. But
that's honestly the beauty of that change to the game, is that there is an advantage for those that did have crushing blows on both sides, and that it becomes a true 50-50. Whereas if you've only got a crushing blow in the back throw, you know what to look for in Mash.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Catches him with the Scud Shot. Pulse just trying to play the acid and keep out game here. He's seen that this Matoka Warrior has been a big problem to deal with up close. Who caught him?
Oh, there's the back
blow is going to be queued up. Bam! Oh, man, that vent work is going to be tough.
And backing off. We've seen Pulse very hesitant to pressure Gambler, it looks like, on Wake Up. He's done a lot of backing up, and it's been Gambler being purely aggressive and only moving forward. It's always moving forward. And we'll see if we're going to go to a game number 5 here. Double Fatal Blow territory. I'm scared.
I know, it's hard to tell what's going to happen here. Gambler's going to take the lead here. 50 health left to go. Unleashes a volley of arrows. Okay, the Scud Shot comes out. The acid puddles down. He has the life lead, though. Pulse now has to go in. Will Gambler let him in? Backing away.
Slowed down completely. 8 seconds left on the clock. And he entires forward 4. Are you kidding me?
I have never seen that before, I don't think. And Gambler will take it 3-1 over Pulse.
Talk about young man reactions. That was actually disgusting. Not only was he like, yeah, I could be like Dragon last night and flawless block. No, I'm literally just gonna anti-air it.
Yeah, he went one step further. He saw Aaron Black sprinting at him and was like, nah, I got this. Bam.
That's arguably a better reaction than flawless blocking it. That is,
it totally is.
That's seeing the startup frames. He entered the matrix, did the calculations, came back to real life and said, I got this.
Yeah, absolutely. Win secured. So that'll be Gambler taking the victory here, continuing to advance here through the losers bracket, and he will be sending Pulse home. Of course, not empty-handed. Pulse still put up quite a good show, made it all the way into top 8, so he'll be going home with a decent prize for himself here. And we're going to be switching over to the other side of the bracket here, where we have Mike Trolinsky versus the young lad Izzy. So we're going to see if Sub-Zero or Scorpion is going to.
That's right. Should be the classic matchup, the MK1 matchup between these two. Mike Trolinsky really made a name for himself, especially on Xbox. Wasn't he ranked 1 at one point?
I believe so, yeah. He was ranked 1 on the leaderboard for a while. He also won, I think, the first week of the Konsole Kombat tournaments that were held. So he has some pretty prestigious accolades to his name, and definitely been on the grind.
Yeah, he's been very consistent throughout the Xbox CGL qualifiers, and for him to make it here and to make it in the top 8 with the amount of killers that were in that bracket, nothing but shout outs there. And Izzy, once again, kind of coming out of nowhere and surprising all of us. And I can't wait to see these two throw down. This is because there's a lot of unfamiliarity for someone like me from the pro competition side of things to see these guys that we don't get to see a lot. And this is their opportunity. And shouts to CGL for so many online opportunities for these guys and for everyone getting paid in top 32, by the way. Not just today, but everyone yesterday is also getting a piece of that.
That is really, really massive. I think it's a kind of a big change. You know, I think Evo pays out like top 16. So it might pay out even beyond that, but Evo is massive. So it's really cool to see a tournament kind of paying out everybody that is involved here in these finals. I think that's a really interesting take on kind of spreading the love a little bit more around the players. That way everybody gets to go home happy, even those that went 0-2, which is a tough tournament to have, but hey, you still made $100.
That's right. I mean, hey, that's not bad for sitting at home, no clothes required, playing a video game.
Right, it's pure profit. You make all your gas money back, all of your food money that you had to go, like all of it. You get all of it back. It's great.
Get all of it back. $100 at McDonald's. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. There's no better feeling.
Izzy is gonna eat like a king. His lunch card is gonna be loaded.
Oh yeah, he's 13.
Yeah.
So boy, he's gonna be able to ball out the next day.
Exactly. Extra fries every single time, Mrs. Lunch Lady.
Dude, I look at someone like this who's that young and see the level of play, and I say to myself, I don't get it.
Because it's phenomenal. It's insane.
Because when I was that age, I sucked ass at everything I did.
Oh yeah, I was like, man, it makes me think of like I'm sure we're all familiar with like Mario 64 speedruns. Yeah. And like seeing what the game is capable of. Like, wait, you can do that? I thought I had to just like I can jump and that was it. I didn't know that I could light myself on fire and then fall through the map and land on the Goomba and bounce to the pole and then get the star in 15 seconds. None of that. It's insane what players are capable of doing in these games that, like, when I was that age, I had no idea. No way.
I have my little nephew telling me things about like Gears of War, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, what?
What do you
It's
mean you can do that? What do you mean? What do you mean host doesn't have what do you mean the host doesn't have a broken shotgun?
Oh my god, host advantage, man. Host pistol in
What do you mean
Gears
there's a
1
host
was a
advantage?
problem.
Someone telling me that.
Oh, and then the active down sniper, they just get you 3 times. You're not gonna move.
But anyways, yeah, these kids really do amaze me. Even in my prime, I wasn't as good as these guys are, just in the knowledge that they have of the game. But that's also come with the, our community getting older. Our
Yeah,
community
absolutely.
is one of the youngest communities in the fighting game community. We've only been around since 2011. And, back in MK9 days, the Injustice 1 days, we sucked. I'm going to come out and say it. We did not have nowhere near as much knowledge.
No, I mean, our game was at the early launch. Like, if you look at like Justin Wong and Chris G and some of and those guys are fighting game gods. It's not just they play it all, and they are definitely on the list of fighting game gods for sure. But those players now are not able to do that same kind of thing where they can just waltz in. And I mean, it was like players like Li Joe and like F Champ, I think, was having a good run in the first year of Injustice. And now our community is just so leveled up that there are players that do come out. We see Wheels coming in from KI. We've got Nikki coming in from KI. But those players have to put a lot more of that work in. It's not just like a casual, I'm just going to make top 8 at EVO first year just because. Those spots are extremely hard fought for now when it comes around.
But this is also one of the hardest communities to be consistent and to just pick up, because almost every game, aside from Injustice was really against us, but in Mortal Kombat, every game's almost an entirely different game.
Yeah. There's very little legacy that kind of carries over, which I think is actually kind of exciting. If you look at games like Tekken and Street Fighter, it's a lot of the same stuff that has been around for a while, which is an interesting take. It's not a bad take, but the way that Mortal Kombat kind of flips the script every single time, where you have a whole new set of strings, you got a couple of familiar special moves, but even then, Scorpion loses. He doesn't have the takedown anymore. He just brought back the spear and the teleport. Sub-Zero's just got the ice ball and the slide, and then it's just like a host of like, hey, these are new, and some of these are stuff you haven't seen before. We got the air axe and stuff. Like, all of that stuff is new, and I think that's a really exciting way for the game to be fresh every single time.
Yeah, every single time, exactly.
It does kind of shake the Etch-a-Sketch every time, and everybody's got to start over. And the stuff that you can carry, the skill and things from the last game, while slightly important, not as important. And I think that allows that more level playing field at the start every time.
All right, we got our players in the room. It's gonna be Mike Trelinsky versus Izzy here, and it is the matchup that we were hoping for: Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Let's go.
Lin Kuei versus the Shirai Ryu. Are they also bringing it to the Garden? Can we get the trifecta? I didn't see which stage they selected.
I want to double classic skins too, but it looks like only Izzy went for it.
I know, I wanted it too. I saw Mike turn into some. I mean, it's almost classic, but not quite there.
Almost. Pretty close.
Fight.
All right, we're going to be in the tank garage here. Who will draw first blood? Oh, the spear is going to catch the ice ball a little bit slow, and the crushing blow as well. Mike off to a great start here. Immediate breakaway here from Izzy.
Almost 300 damage before the opportunity to even break away. Short hop mix-ups already on deck. Is the overhead going to come? Is the cancel coming? The world may never know.
There it is. Nice throw tech, though. Izzy playing in the pocket. He knows. It's those young man reactions there. All right, jump kick. Oh, okay. That time a little bit too old here.
I've already seen 2 short hop mix-ups. I'm loving it.
I think that's something that's going to start to evolve more in the game as well. The short hops are going to start to come out more. Flawless blocks are going to start to come out more. The game is still young.
That's what we talked about. We talked about this at the reveal and never saw it come tuition, which is that if you have a character that has a low and not a quick overhead, that is your mix-up. And because Scorpion has that low starter, that overhead should, on paper, be a mix-up, and I think that's exactly how Mike is using it, and super effective with it.
Yeah, and then, of course, you kind of move into the empty short hop into the throw kind of game, which is available as well. There's a lot available. Is he going to go for the crushing blow? Nope, he's just going to go ahead and spend the Amplify instead here. 44 health up to 2-3. He's got quite the life lead. No need to spend the KB.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still going to cash out on a ton of damage. Save that for a final round. Sub-Zeros love being stingy with those crushing blows for a final round. Even if it costs them. Even if it costs them.
Saving the resources for a big cash out here. Round 3 is the time to do it. All right, overhead connects here. There is a breakaway available. Is Mike going to spend it? He's playing Reborn Scorpion, so it looks like he's going to want to hang on to those defensive bars for the cancels and the wake-up attack.
Ooh, and there's that low coming into play, and that could be conditioning that we've seen all day long from these short hops.
Short hop throw, caught him.
You want to know what's gonna be really scary is if later on, you know, this mix-up develops from Mike, where we could see a short hop cancel low. Talk about a mind game that's gonna be thrown at your opponent.
Oh man, if only the layers of this lasagna are getting thicker and thicker potentially as the night goes on. Okay, opens him up with a throw. Izzy very close to taking this here. 60 health left to go.
One hit away.
Good blocks.
Overcommitted is Mike there. Gonna cost him the patience by Izzy paying off. Oh!
Brutality as well. Ending it in style. Summons the polar bear to watch.
I tell you, it is brutalities like that that are the only true 50% combos in the game.
I wish that brutalities were available at the Pro Tour events and offline tournaments. They are so cool and such a flashy and fun way to end the game.
If you're listening, make tournament mode have everything available.
Yes, please. That has been one of the really exciting thing and fun things about this online tournament has been seeing some of the new faces. And the other thing has been the way that players are able to bring their own exact custom variations, which I understand. Tournaments, we don't need everybody playing dress up for 20 minutes before the sets. Fine. But the way that players can have that extra bit of style and then do their brutality combos, it is so sick and makes for such a flashy presentation. It's been really refreshing to see.
Also, make it so that your character can dash after the finish him screen so that we can get some of those combos.
Oh, yes. Can we maybe take out the slow-mo as well and allow for throws to connect in the air at the end, post-finish him screen? Like, this is now turning into a bit of a wish list.
Yep, but you know what? Neither here nor there. You play with the cards they're dealt. And what was just dealt was what looked like, he looked like Mike was blocking that until the final second. Thought that was not amplified, perhaps, and just got clipped by the mid as we come number 2 easy. Barely taking that game number 1.
And Mike's got those old man reactions here by comparison. And tagged by that mid ice ball. Catches me all the time.
Old man reactions are a thing, and let me tell you, some of us older heads still got it. It's really good to see Mike here trying to mix things up, and that should have been punishable. Just not having the range with the 2-2 from Izzy right there. That looked reactionary. Speaking of them, gonna cash out 34% for a mistake like that from Scorpion. He is one of the heavier hitters. Low key, and that is
death, but it's gonna be very close.
Very close. Okay.
Is it gonna kill?
If I was a betting man, I'm gonna say he's dead.
Skulls and shields. Is that gonna do 80? It did 80. Wow, 45% combo. You can never count Sub-Zero out. He is kind of the same thing that Johnny Cage has. Is that Fatal Blow's available, and that's no life lead you're looking at there. Nope.
And very good for Izzy to come off the resources necessary to take that first game. So detrimental to get a lead on your opponent. And now look at him starting to run away with this. Gets a read on a wake-up roll attempt. He wanted to get out of that corner. Did Mike.
Challenges with the uppercut. Oh no, he's got an uppercut of his own though. That time it's gonna go straight for the jaw with a crushing blow here. Gonna maximize the damage. 50% combos Izzy with the optimals here. Wow. Is he gonna brutality as well? No way.
50%.
Oh man, I am saving that for later.
Huh?
That was disgusting. Izzy.
Sub-Zero's out here hitting like a grown man. Are you kidding me?
Perhaps his dad came home and is playing now. This is insane. This is insane.
That was just that was a type of round that was a very mentally fatiguing if you're Mike Trelinsky. And this is where everything, like all of your training, all of your years of playing, come up to this point to where you can't let something like that get to you.
Yeah, you got to shake it off. Like it's. I know that is definitely a big hit to have the round just snatched away from you that quickly. But hey, you just gotta remove it from the memory banks and just go into the next game like it didn't happen, because we are going to be moving here into potential final game here if Izzy can close it out.
What that came down to was one of my favorite things to see is Mike did a wake up down 2. And Izzy, right back, did a short crouch down 2. If someone down 2s me, there's a 30% chance I'm just going to down 2 back. If there's something about it, and I see it in so many players, that there's something about if you get hit by something savage, your automatic instinct is to do it back to your opponent, just to send a message. Just
let them know, hey, I can do it too.
Yeah, hey, buddy, calm down.
And then coming back to haunt him here. Izzy catches him with the low, goes straight for the throw to follow up here.
What's for
Starting to take
breakfast?
the life lead.
Backing off a little bit.
Oh, the spear point. Blake tried to throw the Tarkatan. All right.
What sucks is you get beat out and the Tarkatan still dies. Like, he's already off the screen, never going to be seen again, and he didn't even get to help you out.
That looks like something that he'd be able to walk away from too, but nope, being just slightly grabbed and then shoved to the side is enough to end his life.
Rest in peace, Tarkatan. Ooh!
Okay, big damage. Burns the breakaway. Still in this though, that fatal blow available. Okay, the throw will close it out here. Mike on the board, trying to stay alive.
I saw Izzy have a few beautiful anti-air stand ones. Tried one there, looked like it may have been a little too early or late. I couldn't tell with Scorpion moving forward like that. They're gonna be the punish barely with the 1-2, and he's gonna be able to cash out quite a bit here, even before the breakaway. That micro duck was so fast, I didn't even see it, Dream. I didn't even see it.
I had no idea. And that breakaway is also going to be gone here. Didn't go for the big damage. Now it's Mike's turn. Corner combo's coming out. Oh, he's going to crack the ribs. Yep. Send him to the corner, 35%, and continuing to bleed out as well. Protect. Overhead connects. Okay, what's the follow-up? Okay, goes for the low, trying to keep him standing here.
Very smart by Izzy. Just look for the hit confirmable option to go for the kill. And just like that, man, final round, and Izzy didn't have to come off any resources for that comeback either.
No, not at all. And he kind of caught Mike pushing the panic button, going for the random fatal blow there, and still just trying to use that armor and get out of it. But Izzy was ready.
Ooh, and that's what we were talking about earlier with, you know, the situation and the pressure being felt by Mike right now could come into play. It looks like it is. You know, panic fatal blow, and that looked like he could have picked up off the top.
Oh yeah, I thought he was gonna get that conversion here. Instead, we're gonna see Izzy. Oh, tried to get the crushing blow in the middle, not gonna get it fully. Gonna have to warm those combos up here if he's gonna want to continue to advance in this top 8.
That's right, and they are tight. There was no mix-up right there, Izzy. No offensive bar. Really good from Mike to recognize that and go for the punish. Sub-Zeros can get away with murder when you're trying to, you know, fake out that last-second amplify.
Yeah, definitely a tool that catches players here and there, but when they've got no bar to do it, no amplify to make it happen, then you can definitely punish without worry.
That overhead has a 90% hit rate online. Shocking block by Izzy.
Okay.
An input error? I don't even know.
Yeah, he could have killed, but instead he went for the interactable, but he's going to go ahead and close it out here. It's going to be another brutality. Yep, third brutality here. Izzy doing it in style, planting Scorpion on the ceiling, and continuing his advance here through the loser's bracket. Very well played by this young warrior.
Wow, coming in as really an underdog, almost no matter who he was going to play. Even someone like Mike, I think, at this point has more experience than he does in these situations.
Yeah, I think Izzy is on the bracket. Izzy is the only player that doesn't have any offline like accolades or placements to really speak of. GX17 has that DreamHack placement, but Izzy, the young lad, hasn't been able to travel to any sort of event. So this is really the biggest stage that he's been on. And man, he is putting on quite the show for us here today, able to continue to advance. It's already surprising that he made it out into the top 8 and to continue to go through these big players that are known players that have been around for quite some time, putting the work in. Very impressive. Very, very impressive.
He is guaranteed 5th already and still has the shot at going even higher. So with those 2 wins, King Gambler and Izzy advancing to losers quarters-finals, we have winner semifinals coming up. It's going to be Dragon versus GX17 and Ninja Killa versus Tweety. And who's going to go where? The loser of Dragon and GX17 is going to go down to face Izzy, and the loser of Ninja Killa and Tweety is going to go down to face King Gambler. So no matter what, we're going to have back-to-back CGL team kills in this bracket.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but having them happen late in the tournament is the best time to have it happen. So unfortunately, somebody will be going home early from the CGL side of things potentially here. All right, so.
And to put things in perspective, guys, that win alone went from Izzy getting 265 to 350. Just that win alone. That big of a difference. Each and every single win is going to be in this top 8 and in this Konsole Kombat 2 Xbox finale.
Yeah, very important, these victories here. Of course, you know, still getting money for everybody, but the further you make it, the bigger that bag of cash is that you get to take out of the building. So definitely going to be very impressive. And for a 13-year-old, like, has he ever even seen this much money? This is massive.
Has he seen the sun?
Who knows? He's been grinding for so long in the Mortal Kombat dungeon.
Ninja Killa, age 19, bio meh, which is about as Ninja Killa as it gets, if I'm being honest with you. Tweety, coming in at the old age of 23. Is he the oldest person in this top 8?
I think he might technically be, but I put that G is 32 years old because he didn't put a card in. So
I heard he's pretty young too, but
yeah,
we'll,
they're all a bunch of young
see.
lads.
We'll see. Man, oh man, these two are going to be putting up. I'm really curious. You know, Ninja Killa, I don't really expect him to come off of Johnny. You know, really no changes. All the matchups are still going to be the same. But Tweety looks like he might be in a little bit of a character crisis. I saw him going around the board yesterday from Gearus to Frost, and I'm really curious who he's going to go with here. That Gearus looked like it had, you know, wasn't as dominant as we're used to seeing. He was in a scrap with Titanium Tigers, came down to final round, almost final hit. And that was, I forgot who Tigers went with in game number 5, but that Bullock put up a big fight. And I think it was it Johnny Cage who he went with in the final game?
I think he did go with Johnny Cage in the end because Tweety started off with the accidental Sonya pick.
Accidental Sonya, and was still able to beat Kodal, which sounds about right. Okay, yeah. If you want to time me out for downplaying Kodal, go for it. I'll shut up for 10 seconds.
No, I think Kodal. I think Kodal was fine. I think it was really fun to see Kodal because of the way that he played Bullock, though, which was one of he played it really lame. Which I know lame is is typically a negative word, but I don't know how else to kind of describe it in a positive light. But it's so fun to watch somebody just kind of like, nope, I'm chewing on the clock. I'm going to sit back and heal. I'm going to let you shoot your rings over my head. And like the lack of aggression and kind of feeding into Sonya's game plan, it's really exciting to see players take these different approaches.
Yeah, and that's honestly, on paper, how you have to play a matchup like that. You know, that's where Bullock excels, because Bullock isn't going to excel with Sonya Blade up in your face doing down 350-50 and wonderful staggers. Kodal's not going to be that character. Bullock is going to be that character to deal with that really well. He wants that space. He wants that slow burn, literally and figuratively on the screen. But here we go. We're going to have Ninja Killa going with Liu Kang, the surprise pick with how well Johnny does on paper versus Gearus. Maybe he wants to cover the potential counter pick if his Johnny were to fall to a counter pick from Tweety.
Yeah, that is true. Ninja Killa, of course, has a very, very solid Liu Kang as well. It's not like he's a slouch on the Liu Kang at all. It's the character that he got his claim to fame with, although, you know, the tier list didn't lie, and Johnny Cage was definitely very strong for him, so that's part of the reason that he made the switch over. Okay, here we go. Opens him up, and now Tweety's turn to do some damage. Ninja Killa also not sitting on any defensive bar. All right. Catches him with the throw. And here we go. Tweety's turn. Gets him out of the air, though. Not going to be able to follow up. Nice throw tech here from Tweety. Okay, short hop fireball. Oh, wasn't close enough to get the follow-up for that crushing blow, because that would have been the big flying kick crushing blow coming out from Ninja Killa here. Now it's corner time here. Opens him up with yet another throw from Dirty Grandma. Continuing the assault here in the corner. Tweety's in trouble. Okay, he challenges it with the jab, and he's just straight into fatal blow. He's got it. I think this is actually going to end up being enough to kill. He had those extra hits from the jab, the 1-1 string coming out. And yeah, this last punch will kill. We see the shields coming out from Dirty Grandma, but not enough, as Ninja Killa will fall here.
Round 2, fight.
All right, here we go, round 2. All right, catches the landing frames of that jump. And the punish. Looks like Ninja Killa might have been swinging in the air, actually. All right, here we go. Looking to send things back to the corner here. Oh, nope, never mind. Going to throw him out of the corner, potentially trying to queue up that crushing blow.
Ooh. Caught Tweety possibly go for a second down one right there. The forward 4 clipping him. Short hop mix-up. Empty jump mix-up. It's on deck right now for Ninja trying to make this comeback. Sorry, disappeared on you there for a second, Dream Meter.
Oh, it's all good.
One wonderful position, wonderful health lead right now, and that wasn't even a hit. I don't think you can confirm that. That was a raw swing by Tweety. Down on life, you swing for the fences, and still hitting like an absolute truck.
Right, still getting clean 40%. Oh, caught him out of the air. Okay, he wasn't swinging a limb, though. He was up there.
Oh, and all of that to bet on throw. If he would have caught that limb, that for sure would have killed with one of the highest damage and crushing blows in this.
Yeah, it's massive. 35% by itself is insane. Okay, there it is. This time he is going to be close enough to get 30% almost off of that.
That is one of the strengths of Liu Kang, too. He does not have to take a risk doing those instant air fireballs. It's an OS. You know, flying kick won't come out on block, on whiff, but on hit, it's a coming.
He can just throw it out there. You got to watch out. Okay, catches him. Gonna go ahead and get that crushing blow. He had it queued up ready. In the final round is looking to go the way of Ninja here. And there it is, the bicycle kick in the corner.
On the up three, that's just Ninja Killer at his finest right there. You know, flawless block and everything. And it's really hard to stagger a character like Liu Kang. You know, any stagger, he's got that forward 4 on deck. He has a 9 frame, he has an 11 frame on deck that's gonna put you in a really good stagger opportunity. So it's really hard for a character like Geras to actually stop his pressure, because Liu Kang 10 out of 10 is probably going to take that turn. And even flawless block up 2, you know, not going to be an option against forward 4 or 1-2 even these days, especially with the slowdown of it. Even pre-patch forward 4 would beat it out, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was 6 frames and still not enough for those double hitting kicks to kind of, they still were going to eat through it. And now with the, like you said, the recent slowdown of it, of going down to, I believe it's 9 frames now from 6. So it is going to be eaten up by the 1-2 string as well. So Geras' kind of options on those flawless blocks are not as great against some of the other characters.
He became a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, right? He's joined the rest of us mortals. All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. Just continuing the jab pressure here now from Grem. And there it is. All right, he's going to spend 2 bars of Amplify here. Going to start to get closer and closer to that crushing blow. And the way that the kind of meter comes back, and particularly Liu Kang, who doesn't need to spend his meter in his combos, really, Ninja Killer feeling happy to spend those bars early just to get it out of the way so he can get that crushing blow ready.
And that's a win-win-win, because not only does it load up the crushing blow, it also takes your opponent to the corner because of how far it goes. And you're
that's right where you want him.
Once you get there, you don't really need the bar at all to dish out the damage. Speaking of damage being dished out, coming out the crushing blow.
Okay, here we go.
Giving up the corner for 380. Hey, I respect it.
Yeah, he did take the life lead with it. Okay, tried to kill there. That's going to be the breakaway coming out here. Oh, no, he went for the... And he's got the fatal blow available. He's going to use it. Nope, going to save it here. Ninja Killer going to take it the honest way.
Honestly, knowing Ninja Killer, he just believes that he can outplay the rest of his health rather than rely on the fatal blow here. What's it gonna be for breakfast? This is one of the best situations for Geras.
Oh, got him!
Just a frog splash into the grab. There were 5 frames shaved off of that jump in, but still not crazy. You know, again, later that interacts with you, it can still be plus.
Yeah, the body splash is still a good tool. It, like you said, it did get a little bit of a nerf, but not nerfed into the ground. Still, Tweedy able to use it effectively here in this matchup against one of the best players known to man.
That is right, and that's what's crazy about that patch is that some stuff went from great to good. It's not like stuff got killed. They went from great to slightly great.
Right, it was turned down from 11 to 10. It's still great. It's still loud. It's still awesome. But it's not just like this incredible broken tool. It just, you know, okay, it's more manageable, but you can still absolutely use it effectively.
Ooh, caught him advancing. Probably trying to wave dash. We've all been there. Feels bad. I'm just
another throw.
Still dashed up into that block down 4. I love Ninja Killer's lack of fear to move forward.
Yeah, and it is always advancing.
Trust me from experience, one of the most frightening things to play against. In Mortal Kombat 11, Tweedy throwing out the 1-1-1s and breaking the back end on the board. I heard from reliable sources, Street Meter. I'm talking the most reliable sources in our scene that this character was dead.
Credible.
That this character was dead.
I would say that this character is alive and well, but I was also hearing the same whisperings on the wind that the character was going to be just abandoned, left out to die in the dust, and it was over for Geras. But here, Tweedy, a true believer, it seems, because he was having excellent performances with the character yesterday as well. It seemed that, you know, any kind of crisis he had with the accidental Sonya pick, one of them when he was trying to get Frost, that when he came back to Geras was the character he was able to bring it home with.
Indeed. If I see Deoxys downplay in chat, I will ban him. Just heads up on that. I have no fear to take him out. And here we have
swing the sword.
Here we have the switch from Ninja. And this is kind of what we thought going early on, is that Ninja Killer wanted to do it with Lou just in case of probably like a Frost pick or maybe another surprise that Tweedy has up his sleeve. But Johnny gonna be a good answer for Geras here, and even better post-patch. And what I love is seeing the adjustments by Tweedy with the 4-2-1-2 nerf, is that I haven't seen 4-2-1-2 block yet, and it's crazy how Geras is still effective.
And I think one of the more, like, the craziest thing about it with Tweedy is that, like, the patch has not been out for, like, maybe more than a week or whatever, and he has already made that adaptation. Meanwhile, I'm still doing MKX inputs for Aaron Black's slide. Like, I've got all the wrong ideas, and Tweedy has already flipped the switch in his brain to be like, okay, this is different, and it needs to be approached differently, and I love that kind of level of adaptation.
It's crazy that they can change it up before even touching the game. Like patch notes, and they're like, okay, I'm never doing that.
Right, yeah, they read it and they already switch it. It has already been rewritten in their brain coding.
I still do Kotal's paddle like it has armor back in MKX.
Man, the armor was so good. When everybody had like armored launchers and stuff. Oh man.
Never made that adjustment, and we got the raw stuck, baby. Tweety throwing it out there, just reading the movement by Ninja Killer. But making a read on Ninja Killer moving forward is a good read, in my opinion.
Yeah, he does absolutely love to advance and make his way in here, especially with Johnny Cage, a character that wants to be up close and personal. So you can see that big doofusy smile he's got for you.
Wonderful call out. There it is.
There we go. And was he did he just do forward 2-1 into choke, trying to bait a flawless block? Because he was talking about that being a thing, and he's making it work.
That is a mix-up that a lot of these characters that have those gaps have, and that you can take the risk for the launcher. A lot of characters haven't. Look at Kotal Khan's broken. That's a cow.
Oh man!
Ah, the knee!
Kick me with that again, I dare you. I mean, that leg is actually going to be fine though. Oh, you got it? Okay. Had to break away. That was going to be potentially the game there, and Tweety now in trouble. Gonna be big damage coming out. Oh no, the dropped combo! Rare form here from Ninja Killer.
Very rare, going for the optimal, and not gonna happen. Tweety is now up 2-1. Infinite Warden still looking as strong as ever. We are gonna say it here.
This is impressive. This is impressive here, particularly with the nerfs just completely unfazed. Tweety is still putting the work in, and this is a matchup that some would say, I mean, both these guys favorites to win the tournament, but Ninja Killer, Tweety, hard call. And right now, Tweety making a definitive statement like, hey, look, I am in this fight, absolutely. Even against the Johnny Cage, still coming out on top.
And you have to respect the balls to make a read like that. You know, it isn't easy because you can put yourself, you know, you can really, I don't know, hang yourself in that situation with how many resources Ninja Killer had in that situation to get a punish with the fatal blow. Then you're restood where a throw can kill you or pressure can kill you. So little things like that. And so for Tweety to bet it all on the line, I don't think there's anyone else in the world that you'd almost want to bet it all on the line with against someone like Ninja. You know, I don't even know if that sentence was correct, but you guys get what I'm saying. if you're gonna bet it all, I would bet it all against Ninja Killer because honestly, that's about all you've got.
Right, and especially with the stakes are where you're just gonna win some money. This isn't a pro tour event, so there's no points to really worry about. It's all about coins. You just go for it, and sometimes it's gonna pay off here as Tweety begins to take the lead. Big uppercut coming out as well here as we move into the next game. He's gonna go for a full combo here, baiting out that wake up attack. Wow, 32%. Ninja Killer in a little bit of trouble here. Of course, you can never count Johnny Cage out of it. And here we go. Catches him with the low. Throw tech. And right now, Johnny Cage looking to lock him down in the... Okay.
Oh, swinging out with the 4-2-2, and luckily Ninja Killer not press the button. And nope, the old school mix off of the 1-1. Never, ever gonna not be a mix up is that 1-1 from Gears. Even against the best in the world, just trying to make that throw was simply to set up the next fatal blow.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait a little bit before he has it queued up and ready. Oh, I heard it come back, but now Tweety is on set point.
Right as that active forward 3 comes in hot. Forward 3 still a wonderful tool of Gears to advance safely, to stagger with, shave those frames off, get that +1, the myth.
Okay. Anti-air. Gonna go straight to the corner here. This is where Johnny Cage wants to lock him down. All right, continuing to advance. That time he did finish the full string, but because of the way that he's been playing before, doing the sand choke, Dirty Grandma's just gonna let it happen. Ninja Killer, no challenge.
Woo!
Wow.
Caught him swinging with a down 4 right there, which is Johnny Cage's plus frame. That's everything that Johnny Cage has really comes off down 4. If he sees down 4 on hit, he can jail 4. He can do what he tried earlier, but messed up. Dash up 1-2, jail back 3 as well. Really, a lot of his offense, not a lot of people realize this, is really off that down 4 on hit.
Yeah, he definitely gets a lot of strong aggression that can come from just confirming out of that because of the frames he gets.
Here we go.
The beginning of the throw loops, trying to hang in there. Body splash coming through. Okay, big fist.
Plus frames. Also a gap there, but it's a different timing, I think. So if Ninja Killer's trying to flawless block the 2-4, 2-2, and he does the gauntlet, might completely change up the timings and catch him off guard there too. So Gear still has some mind games to play with. Whoa!
Ooh, okay. I like that the game has those mind games too, because I think that's where the game gets fun, is kind of making your opponent making the read on what your opponent's guessing and that kind of stuff. So when the game has more stuff to where you can kind of fake them out and be evasive with your ideas, that's where it gets fun. Instead of like locking them into a box where they can only do one option, I like where you have a couple of different things to speak them with.
Could have got a much larger punish there. And honestly, one could make the argument, and this is going to be a hot take, and feel free to blow me up, chat. Andrew, if you want to, that having that having a gap like that, having something that is false block, what a reaction on the roll. And these kids just have those reactions to punish rolls every single time. It's really tight to do that. But man, oh man, something like Ninja Killer doing it just fine. And here we go to a game. Are we going to game number 5 here?
I believe so. That is going to be our game 5 coming up between these two. So they have both now scored 2 points on the board. I think that having a false block thing does give a different mind game, but my only argument would be the Scarlet community has been living that life for a while now, and unfortunately they all seem to have the same consensus that like, this is not working.
Listen, if you're up close, you're playing Scarlet wrong anyway. But
that's true. That is true. That is true.
Again, one could argue that having a situation like that can actually be helpful for you in opening up your opponent.
Oh, I would agree that in terms of like providing you with a situation that has multiple routes that they can go from, just that aspect of it alone then means that, hey, they can maybe try to take a different approach to it. And because of that, you can kind of, throw off their footing and be able to crack the code and break into that.
And I'm curious if this is why Ninja Killer came out with Liu Kang, in that he didn't want this matchup to start. I'm just wondering if that is on the back of his mind, because Tweety with the immediate switch to Frost here.
And Tweety's Frost looking pretty solid here as well. Tweety, one of the players that has been kind of on the Frost train a little bit after some of the buffs. I think it's been a while for Tweety as well, once they changed her normal, so they weren't getting low profiled all the time. And that was, honestly, I think it was a really good buff, especially when the third variation's coming out, although it looks like he is still going to be playing Ice Machine, so no Augurs coming out here. Oh, another weird drop there. Wasn't close enough.
2 tournament viable variations. We have multiple players doing well with the character. Tweety, Hey George, Stabs up in Canada.
Yeah, Stabs Hey had a good showing at Frosty Frostings. They're playing. It's really exciting to watch this Frost tear through the bracket.
Not a single hit in the past 10 seconds. Going to be the throw to clip the button. What's for breakfast here? Check back off. Just bait anything.
Just going to walk right in. Okay.
I'm scared.
It's on life support. What's going to happen? The flawless block. Ninja Killer was absolutely ready. And that is now going to put Ninja Killer on set point. 1,000 health away from sending Tweety to the loser's bracket. Oh, no.
Not close enough for the launch, and that is where Augur will come in handy. 3 meter.
Down 1 into the shadow kick. These, like, the conversions from Ninja Killer are insane. The way that he's able to maximize his damage constantly.
That throw from a disgusting range as well.
Also, luckily, the escape failed.
Luckily, no crushing blow to worry about there.
Yeah, I think what part of that, though, is he knows that Tweety is so good at throws, teching, that he has to throw him out, because he's not going to get the damage if he tries to keep him in the corner.
100%. You have to really mix someone up with a throw. These top players know the percentages. They know the tendencies, and you really got to almost be random. Like, you have to 50-50 yourself first.
Yeah, right? You got to check yourself. Ooh, TM13 coming out straight into the Ice Beam. Going to be a lot of damage. Obviously not the kill. It is going to even up these life bars here, though.
Yeah, this is disgusting damage.
38%. And now the zoning, the keep away game. Tweety just looking to back away. Oh, went in for a throw. Fatal blow, charging it for too long.
Rare mistake by Ninja Killer. Trying to punish that with a micro crouch. Didn't quite get it. This is going to give Tweety some life.
He's got him.
Trying to press buttons after the down 4 on hit, and that is going to jail Ninja Killer. Taking it 3-2, but what a fight by Tweety. What a fight.
He was definitely putting up a real strong fight there. Seen some rare drops from Ninja Killer as well. Looks like he's still got to warm up a little bit here, but able to close it out. 3-2 over his fellow CGL teammate, Tweety. And he's going to be sending Tweety into the loser's bracket as he advances to winners finals, where he will be lying in wait to fight either Dragon or GX17. So this is going to be an interesting matchup.
Which will be coming up next, and Tweety going down to face teammate King Gambler. So back-to-back having to face his CGL brethren and training partners. So a lot of familiarity between a lot of these players is really fun to see, because they really have to get crazy to open up their opponent. If they're very familiar. I love seeing training partners play, because that's when you get to see like the next level.
Yeah, you get to see the weird interactions between characters that you didn't know about, because they have been playing it so long and they know each other's tendencies and the way that they act in situations, and seeing players counter not only the character but the player itself can end up being an extremely exciting fight, because like you just get to see all these weird different interactions and plays that you would never typically see in a normal match. It gets real unorthodox real quick.
And it's really fun to watch. You know, it doesn't seem the same thing happen over and over again. It's, oh my god, he woke up that
Right?
in that situation. This next match may not be familiar at all for either of these players. This is going to be Dragon, who's coming with pretty much all Cetron yesterday, was it not? From him?
Yeah, I believe it was all Cetron. We did not see any Sindel out of Dragon. So Dragon has yet to unveil the Scream Queen. He's been rocking it all with the Elder Goddess here. And GX17 has been playing Jackie primarily. I believe he's been playing first round, but I'm not 100% sure. It's slipping. I don't think that he was playing Splatoon Jackie. I want to say that Sunio was the one primarily playing next gen, and that GX17 had been playing upgraded as well as first round KO.
We have the upgraded pick, which on paper, the grounded approach to Cetron, unless you're up in her face, gonna be a little bit tough. But he's gonna want that read to just leap in. But this is also a matchup that I think Cetron players aren't too afraid of, because Wall is Wall.
Yeah, I think that ultimately the leap is good, kind of. You can get some stuff, but the angle of Hell's Wrath, the air boulder and stuff, those are all going to be threats that leap is still going to be very, very susceptible to.
Phenomenal anti-airs out of Cetron. Her Sam One's going to do a great job. She's going to do a great job of low profiling with the down 4, and we'll see how the approach is from both of these players, because I haven't seen this matchup really since not this last patch, but the patch before that. I'm excited to see that. I love
it's been a while. This is not a common matchup. Cetron, a character that's still only played by a small handful of players that can really push it to the levels necessary to make it succeed.
And sadly, same thing with upgrade. We don't see a lot of upgraded in tournament. We saw it from Rio at KIT, but outside of that, not many have really gone to her in tournament. But we know a lot of top players that do have her as a secondary.
Yeah, I think she might just be a character that takes a little bit more time to figure out because of the multitude of options she has from it. But I think Upgrade is definitely a character we'll see more of as time goes on.
This is going to be the ultimate test of trying to open up someone, as he is facing one of the defensive wizards of our community in Dragon. And you're going to see Dragon kind of ready for all of the shrapnel blasts on block.
And man, G has been spending a lot of time actually airborne, but he hasn't been going airborne for an offensive. It seems like he's been using the far leap to get to the other side completely to kind of bait out Dragon's anti-air attempts to see what he's going to do, and it's been an interesting use.
That was beautiful. That slight walk up into the forward 3, caught Dragon pressing the button. That's just a nice little mini shimmy that I like to see from players. That slight pause, and then if you have a 9-frame mid, chances are you're going to win that situation.
9-frame mid. There are only a handful of characters that have access to those. Jackie definitely has one of the best. It's like fully safe, hit confirmable into stuff. The list of perks on this string are a long one.
Woo! And their G was really trying to open up Dragon by doing the double shrapnel, which you can't press a button through. And Dragon even ready for that. Dragon's bad out. Godness. In the lab, getting those timings down to cover both options, which I know someone like me doesn't do. I just guess. But yeah, will have done the work to say, hey, if I do the stand 1 at this time, if I do the down 3 at this time, it won't come out if he double shrapnel blast, but it'll anti-air both options.
Yeah, Dragon is definitely a player that has put in that necessary lab work. He is a scientist for sure, gets the lab coat on and gets in there and makes sure that he has the optimal ideas of what exactly he wants to do in tons of situations. He definitely does his homework.
To the point that is annoying, but that's what makes
it. Like, you know about that too? What?
One of the best players on the planet. Ooh, that was about to be a beautiful pickup.
Ooh, gonna send her back away with that amplify off the rock wall. Okay, here we go.
Gets a massive air-to-air and side switch for that leap. This is huge for him. The low coming in hot. So hard to block when you've got all these other rocks. The people's elbow. Speaking of the rock 3 meter.
Dwayne, where?
Where's he at?
All right, here we go. Geyser combos in the corner. Okay, nice rollout. Gonna try to swap sides here. Can he keep this Elder Goddess locked down? She has the bars to teleport out of the corner here.
Oh, this is
not gonna happen. Okay, burns the breakaway. There it is. Nicely done. G taking. This is already beginning off on an interesting foot. This is unexpected here.
Ooh, Dragon had control there for, I'd say, half of that final round, but that one leap out of that corner, and that's all it takes. That's really all it takes with Jackie. One leap in a dream, and that's what turned the tide. The leap out, the shrapnel hitting behind her, air-to-airing Dragon, getting the pickup back into the corner, and then establishing dominance there because Dragon was in full control with G's back in the corner, and all it took was that one side switch, back in control, and GG's number one.
You can get quite a bit of momentum just out of a properly timed roll. It really is quite interesting just switching the positions, especially a character like Jackie able to lock a character down that wants to have all that real estate, wants to utilize that space, and now there's nothing between you and her, and there's a corner behind her. That is a big boon on the side of Jackie to be able to lock Cetrion down.
And a character that can take your bar without even giving you the opportunity to break away is this upgraded Jackie, which is a scary thing to deal with. I don't know about you guys. Every time she touches me, it's wet.
Oh, man. I mean, it's collector flashbacks, right? Just this unbreakable damage. You have to hold 30% of the combo before you can even go in, and then it feels bad to break.
Man, did you see that movement by G going in right after the active frames of the wall and getting that pressure, catching Dragon off guard? I'm loving what I'm seeing from G. And it does get the.
And there he is. I love this movement. He's just leaping out of. Like, all right, I don't want to be near you right now. I'm going to go out. And then he's just dash punching back in, leaping back in. Woo. He's being extremely elusive with his movement right now.
And he is not afraid to press buttons on Dragon. And most people are. Most people are very respectful of Dragon spacing and his buttons. But I'm loving the fact that G is being the one that's a little more aggressive.
Yeah,
and that's
Dragon,
why he has
your
right
name
now.
Alone commands respect.
In control. And you cannot... And that's the thing. You have to play your best against the top players. And that you have to be the one to establish dominance, because the moment that you give someone like Dragon control, he's not going to let go of it.
Yeah, they will notice any cracks, and they will go right for him. And here we go. Dragon gets the opening, and this is going to be what he needs to take the round here, as the fatal blow will be spent, and the round is going to go the way of Dragon.
That solar beam, super effective as always. Beautiful hit confirmed by Dragon 2 on the 1-1. Not a lot of Cetron players. You see hit confirm 1-1 every single time. Dragon is the one to do it.
Yeah, he plays the game in slow motion. It feels like he is one of the best at confirming into the exact tool that he needs to right when he needs it.
To piggyback off of what I was saying earlier, G here, again, how bright of a future does he have to play like this against someone like Dragon, who is, what, number 2 in points in the world, going into Final Combat, 2-time world champion, out here playing out of his mind.
Yeah, right? Just to even say that you took a game off top 8 is already a big enough clout sort of brag that you can bring in his young age, and he'll be able to say even more if he continues playing like this.
That is right, coming in from downtown, leaps and bounds.
Wow, look at this pressure here. Using all of the different tools in the arsenal here from Jackie as well. Oh, wow, gets over the rock wall. Oh, doesn't confirm, though. Okay, I'm too far.
Going for the leap 2, which would have killed. I like that risk by Upgrade at the end of the round when he had to slide low. He's going to get the kill, gets the early breakaway, but now Dragon back up defense, and this is going to be hard to get away from. He has no bar.
Fire.
Every bit of resource, and I'm shocked that Dragon went for that ender, but it's going to be chipped back.
Wow, I like it.
He knew what to do better than we did, Dream Eater. I thought that he was going to keep him restood with the Hell's Wrath there, but
I had the same idea.
He says, you know what, he doesn't have any defensive bar. I'm just going to come in and ballerina this off bar away.
Exactly, going for this pure chip out, even though there was no defensive energy. He was basically stuck, had to hold that damage. Dragon with the optimization, knowing how he could close out that life bar. Very well played. And that is going to be evening it up here. Now a game apiece to each player here. G going to be sticking it out, though, with Jackie Briggs. And see if he can make lightning strike twice and get another game here off of Dragon.
I'm also curious, because I see the chat talking about pads. How many PS4 players are using Xbox pad, and it's kind of like an unfamiliarity, or how many of them just got a converter for the CGL tournament?
I have never played Mortal Kombat 11 on a PlayStation pad. I have a converter for when I travel to the other side. I would assume that players like Dragon and some of these other top players that want to play at their absolute best would, especially with, like, you were guaranteed $100 if you lost. Spend a little bit of coin to get a converter to make it so you can get even more money. It's not even a big deal.
I think Titanium Tigers was using the Xbox pad yesterday and said that it was a little bit unfamiliar for him. So that's one player I think that was using both pads for both of these tournaments. Big damage, even on the breakaway. So much from Mama Cetrion, and trying to make the approach, barely misspacing that forward 3. And if you whiff in front of Dragon, you're going to get 1-1. Even if you don't whiff in front of Dragon, you're probably going to get 1-1. It's because there's no downside to throwing that string from Cetrion.
if you expose any opening for just a moment, Dragon is the kind of player that will hone right in, take advantage of it. Absolutely.
Oh boy, he is starting to run away with this.
Lifts the throw.
And there was a little bit of possible nerves from G right there. Dragon giving him a gift of the whip throw. Getting the punish, but not the full one, and doesn't get the side switch. And then they come back to bite him and try to swing out again, but he hasn't had the belief in these past couple of swings.
Yeah, he's gonna need to be more committed to this. Oh, gonna whip the dash punch, and now Dragon starting to get closed in here. Push back toward the corner. Dragon does have a pretty decent life lead here. G jumps himself into the corner, whiffs the throw though.
Woo!
Caught him. Okay, breakaway. So G out of defensive resources.
That jump forward, it covers exactly what he did, which is not doing the instant shrapnel, massive down two, crushing blow, and waking up with the 2-1-3. Is Dragon active? Wolf goes up with the shrapnel.
Wow.
Absolutely sensational.
Into the crushing blow combo. G is not out of it yet.
Are you kidding me? Barely floating over the active frames of wall, which is one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen, into a 388 crushing blow combo. That's how you wake up here. If you're G, but a beautiful whip punish by Dragon, saw the leap whiff, and I'm done. That was ridiculous.
Dragon was completely unfazed, and G is playing out of his mind right now. And the thing is, he wasn't even using the shrapnel necessarily as offense, only using it as a mobility tool to clear the rock wall so that he could come in with that massive combo, but completely unshaken. Dragon is going to secure the W ultimately in the end. So that is now going to put him up 2-1 over GX17.
Oof. That was a phenomenal round right there. The back and forth, the reactions, the slight interactions that were magical. Again, floating over an active wall directly above, I would never have guessed even Jackie Shrapnel would get over how long.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a possibility at all, but G definitely cashing in on it.
I thought for sure that he was about to get launched. Falling on the last active frames of it is a launcher for Cetron in that situation. So very scary. Oof.
Yeah, we saw it happening yesterday. People were trying to jump away from the rock wall, and Dragon was able to actually fully convert on those those traits, or the anti-air.
You want to know how I know Dragon doesn't play Xbox a lot? He has the base Cetron skin.
Ooh, a good tell with the kill. Also, he's level 16. Another big tell, perhaps.
Higher level than me, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's been doing more work than you have on Xbox in terms of playing. Although I think it's because the last qualifier. Maybe when he qualified, he got to level 16. That was it.
Getting over that wall again. Magically is Jackie Bay Briggs. That shrapnel moves her hitbox up, which is the great part about it. Very hard to anti-air that thing. Almost impossible to anti-air it. And air it. Ooh! Going to smack the frames there on the wall. And gets that pretty much free check. Dragon abuses that for just a little bit of shift damage with these full screen characters that can't punish.
He burns the breakaway off of him. It's going to be a good thing here if he can get this closed out, or even if we go into the final round and he doesn't, or the next round and he doesn't have it, even if he loses here.
That's some tech that's been in Mortal Kombat games for a long time. These dash punch characters, anti-Jax tech was just throwing out buttons like a down 4, down 3, getting the anti-air and dash punch like you saw there, and being ready for the pickup. And Dragon, of course, a long-time Mortal Kombat player, has those. And so that's something that a lot of people can use against Jackie. If you're going to read dash punch, just throw out a button, a down 1, a down 3, look for the anti-air, pick it up, and burn her for it. Speaking of burning,
oh, here we go. Okay, gonna throw her out of the corner though.
That I don't know if I agree with that, Dream.
Yeah, the ending on that combo, sending Cetrion out of the corner, giving her all that room to run away. Could be bad, but he's able to turn it around here. Now she does have her locked into the corner, but jumps himself into the corner here and then back out. And look at this movement. He is all over the screen right now. It seems like now Dragon can't get a full lockdown though.
And here we are complaining about Cetrion teleporting out for 2 bars, and she just does it meterlessly in and out.
Yeah, no problem. Although I think another sort of side note of that is that she can't she needs 2 bars to do it. So not only does it cost her 2 bars, but she also has to have them initially, which is I think something that people weren't necessarily thinking of, is that, hey, after she does a wake up attack, after she does a roll, and she's got to wait much longer to get it back. So that inability to use the far teleport all the time is actually going to be kind of a hurt to her runaway game. But so far Dragon, I don't think has even used it once. He's been spending all of his defensive bar on breakaway.
Yeah, he almost has to do too. Dragon has had the approach in this matchup of standing his ground. You know, rather than being mobile himself, he's just letting do all the movement for him, and then playing the reactionary game, which is what he's kind of used to in these games as well. You know, we've known Dragon for being a very defensive player just like this, Look how he played Aquaman back in Injustice 2. It's exactly like this.
I think another thing too that far teleport isn't great against Jackie because she'll just chase you down with the leap anyway.
Yep. So you're down 2 bars and you're blocking leap anyway. Speed up. Does he have to pick up? No, doesn't go for it. I do know to go for it, and that is going to be all she wrote. Breakaway, not going to matter. Dragon taking it 3-1. The adjustments made, and like I said, he just kind of let G do the work for him, and then went for the reactionary reads, you know, or did the reactions and the reads.
He kind of saw that he was locked out. I think those were the only air rocks that he had gone for in the whole set as well, and just kind of let G jump right into it. That is definitely a 2-player sort of ordeal. The rock will never hit if they're just sitting on the ground, so they've got to be a participant in their own demise on that one, and G jumping right into it, and that allowed Dragon to get that massive damage, and of course able to close it out following.
And that sets up what is going to be a classic in winners finals. It is going to be Ninja Killa versus Dragon, and I have to say, none of these, there hasn't been a single match yet that has been 3-0. 3-1s across the board in the game 5 with Ninja Killa and Tweety. So there have been no shutouts. That goes to show you the competition here. That sets up Tweety versus King Gambler and Izzy versus G. So the 2 newcomers, to our eyes, have to play amongst each other. There's some experience for both of them.
Yeah, they're going to have to fight it out between the 2 of them to see who is going to continue to advance and have the massive debut showing. Well, I guess G's already had a solid showing as well with his DreamHack placing, but this is still a really big day for both of them. So, but only one of them is going to continue on here. And of course, like you were saying, that Ninja Killa versus Dragon matchup is a classic one, but it's going to get exciting, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's kind of a foreshadow to Final Combat. That is also not a poster behind you. That is a cardboard cutout.
That's what?
Is that a cardboard cutout? It's
yeah.
So, if you guys don't know, Dream Eater has a cardboard cutout of Maui behind him from Moana.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I dance with him, but only when the lights are off.
Only when the camera's off. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's like I only stand up when the camera's off.
Yeah, exactly. You're permanently in the chair. Otherwise,
permanently in the chair, and you guys don't know if I'm wearing pants or not.
It's the mystery.
The ultimate 50-50 of a caster online.
I think that's like the little bit of fun that you get to have, right? You get to make your own fun, and part of it is like you have no what's going on down here. I could have a tutu. I could be wearing some sort of flotation device. Nobody knows. It's a secret.
No one knows. We know we're Mortal Kombat players. 50-50. Who knows? So coming up next, I'm gonna assume that we're going Tweety Gambler as our next one in order, and then we're gonna try Izzy and GX17. GX17 still put up a wonderful fight for the task that he was gifted in this top 8 to face Dragon.
That is a tall order. His contract said, "Go slay the dragon," and he was like, "What? I have to go slay the dragon?
I would have
get out of here."
I would have had a shot before the match. I would have had a shot during the match, just having to deal with Dragon. But no, doing a great job. And even Dragon going to chat and saying, very, very good games, putting up a heck of a fight. And again, this is just the beginning of these two's Mortal Kombat careers.
Yeah, only the beginning, and so far off to a really bright start for both of them. I think if both of these players are like sort of keeping in there and keeping on the grind, that especially with the way that sort of esports is evolving and changing now, like, right before our eyes. Like, I come from the era of like, hey, put that down. You can't do that for a job. That's for kids. And now there are plenty of people that are genuinely making a living in this arena, and these are 2 upcoming stars that could potentially be joining those fellow people that are doing that.
Yeah, and it's my favorite conversation to have with players' parents at events. And the last one being KIT, where I was parents, and we just had the most wonderful conversation about this space and everything, and how they reminded me of my own parents ages ago, when I got into it. And now it's seeing the younger generation, their parents going, well, dang, there's, we didn't realize that it is real.
Yeah, it's very real.
That it is something that you can, making a full living off of it is hard, but it's something that, in the infamous words of my father, hey, it's better than drugs, and you can make some money off it.
Yeah, and it is absolutely not a waste of time, which is, I think that there was definitely a period of time where it had that sort of idea of like, this is a waste of time. What are you doing? And now, like, seeing kids playing and grinding it out and being on the game and putting the work in, they're not wasting their time. They are potentially crafting themselves a future, and at bare minimum, they're putting stuff into something that they love and they have fun with, and that is super important.
There are far worse hobbies out there in the world than gaming, far worse, and now it could potentially lead to something even again, if it isn't livable wages, if it isn't sponsorships, all this fun stuff. Heck, winning your local every week or month, all these little things can add up. I remember when, just off of like Injustice 1 weeklies, I was winning and I was like, dude, this is an extra $40 a week.
Yeah. That's gas money. That is gas money.
That's exactly
so good. That is so good. And like that stuff, like you said, it definitely starts to add up. And these kind of players, we're starting to kind of move into the world of streaming and stuff. If you have a good competitive showing, that will bring people to your stream, and players are able to.
Please have a personality.
Yeah. Bring a personality. That does definitely help if players can attach to who you are as a person. Your gameplay is not all that is necessary, but you can get quite far on good gameplay. I have definitely seen plenty of cameraless, mic-less streams that are popping.
These are the two ways to get a stream popping. Be one of the best in the world as far as skill, or be one of the most entertaining people.
Mm-hmm.
Gambler's resetting his router. Looks like they're having a bit of issues connecting. King Gambler, of course, had this issue yesterday, so guys, please bear with us. We're just going to keep talking to you about random nonsense until this match gets going.
I love random nonsense.
This is, I take that back. This is now a no nonsense zone.
Ooh, okay.
We will tolerate zero nonsense.
Shutting it down. The authorities here.
This is Dwight Schrute, Jim Halpert, no nonsense.
Serious faces only.
If anyone got that reference, I'll give you 20 channel points right now.
I know what that is.
I don't have the power to do that. I take that back.
Do you think that'll be something they give us? Are they going to give us the ability to dish out channel points?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that could become like a new economy.
I don't like that because my channel, they can make me go random select, and I don't like it.
Ooh, okay, so you've given them power now.
I gave them power, yeah.
And then we'll have people just sort of like side shuffling deals. Ooh, okay.
If I can give it 100K points, I'm having a bad night on Combat League, that's for sure.
Right? Corruption overwhelming.
That rank is a dropping. And here's what's crazy: random select has never given me a character I main. Ever? Well, how many characters do you consider you main? Isn't it total? Honestly, I could probably play well about 7 characters to 10 characters.
Oh, okay. And they're never on the roulette.
But it's never chosen. Netherrealm is on to something where they're like Cassie Cage, Katana.
Ooh, I don't think I've played Katana ever in an online game in this game. I've tried to play Jade a couple times out of frustration and been like, fine, I'm going to do it too. I'm just going to jump and throw the glaive. And the down two from across the screen. But it didn't work out.
Effective. I got Jade the other night and I won my first game and I was like, easy. I'm a Jade pro because I did the Jade things.
Man, Jade is a interesting character in this game. She can be frustrating, but I think that there is like a nature of it's like, hey, you need to learn this. Like this is part of the game. Yes, her down 2 is good. Stop jumping. Stop swinging with your highs all the time, and like adapt accordingly. I think that she's quite an interesting character. The way that she can be frustrating to players, and it's just like it's just one move. There's ways around it, but that move can be extremely oppressive if you're not sort of doing the thing where you need to be paying attention to the arsenal that you're up against and then reacting accordingly. And particularly with the way the players work too. If they're uppercutting a lot, you know what to do about that. Like you can space it, you can duck underneath it, and then you can punish it with some of your long range mids or even get your own uppercut out there. Like there are ways to deal with it. I like that there are characters that kind of test the knowledge that players have.
Also give you guys an update. We're still trying to get King Gambler in. And, unfortunately, worst case scenario is that,
it has been done. Praise be. The GGPO God smile upon us.
Right as we were talking about it. Woo, King Gambler making it in. Praise the sun. There we go.
Perfect. All right. This is unforeseen. We were arguably expecting that King Gambler's connection was going to do him dirty here in the tournament today, but King Gambler is able to make it in up against his fellow opponent, Tweety. So we're going to see our fellow teammate, Tweety. So we're going to see what's going to happen here.
This is also his fellow opponent.
Yeah, this is his opponent as well. I was still accurate with my word. Don't at me.
Hey, listen. Just like a wizard is never late, a caster never lies.
Exactly. I speak nothing but truth.
Don't quote me on that. Please, chat.
All right, so this is going to be an interesting matchup here. Nightwolf versus Gearus. It's really exciting to see this Nightwolf kind of play in these matchups that we don't obviously see a lot of this because there's not a lot of Nightwolves. So every time Nightwolf's on the screen up against a new opponent, it is always kind of interesting to see how the approach will happen from both players.
Nightwolf's an interesting archetype, man. He's one of those characters that's incredibly strong, but a lot of people don't like that archetype because they find it rather boring with, you know, just staggering, you know, someone to death. Not too flashy at combos. Just no, you know, true overhead low mix-ups. But he's really great of a character. And someone like Gambler, who's had to rely on Scarlet for so long, that's gonna be massive damage. That's the second time he's gotten this anti-crossover down too to some big old damage. But King Gambler kind of really likes that simple game plan. You know, we saw it in Scarlet. Now we see it here in Nightwolf, where it's just super effective. He likes to just almost outplay his opponents.
Yeah, it's not about like playing a bunch of tricks and a bunch of weird setups and all this stuff. It's like, no, I have a solid game plan, and I'm going to drive forward and applying that to you, and you're either going to figure it out or you're not. All right, here we go. Some quicksand coming out. I love the zoning that Gears players have been able to use. At Frosty Faustings, we saw Burrito where he's using the sand pillar for an entire round against Sonya, and that was all he did. So, like, didn't have to use forward 2-1-2 once. This character is alive and well.
Oh, got the
counter hit too.
A lot of damage gone. Really one more read. Got the plus turns there. Backs off. Eats the arrows to the face. Gambler likes to get aggressive here with jumps. We'll see if he tries a miracle one here. Instead, tries the shoulder. And Tweety, utilizing one of the best backdashes in this game, skates across the screen backwards and just reacts with Sand Trap accordingly.
Yeah, of course. And Sand Trap is such a great move as well. It's a projectile with travel time. So he's able to position that perfectly. Tweety saw, oh, you whiffed that? Let me go ahead and put one of those quicksands underneath your feet, and able to close it out, as that is also, I believe, it is the hardest hitting projectile in the game. It's 14%. Nobody else hits for that much on a ranged move that I'm aware of.
Nightwolf.
Crushing Blow is excluded, of course. And no meter spent either. He does it for free.
Cyber Lindway Assembly.
Okay, matchup here. And I gotta say, very impressed that he's been able to do this with Gears and just, again, showcase that the character can still be incredibly viable at the highest level. Because, you know, if you're in here putting up fights against Ninja Killer, I'd say that that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, what higher level is there? Like, that is the highest level, absolutely, is playing against the top placers on that the pro competition scoreboard.
Ooh, the slam, and welcome to the jam.
All right, there we go. Okay, gonna challenge with the air-to-air. Then gonna get him with the jump kick. Ooh, caught him. Only got the start on the second hit, though, so not gonna get that crushing blow here. And now Tweety just backing away again. I like this use of space. He's just like, he gets his combos, and he's not trying to go in. He's just gonna back away and see what Gambler's approach is and punish accordingly if he can.
Woo, that was a dirty hitbox on that jump kick. Catching the air-to-air behind him into 300. Big damage there. Nightwolf's so consistent with his damage, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Gambler's able to... he's able to turn it into big damage every single time. Okay, nice flawless block on that body splash. That's going to be the launcher. Burns the breakaway off Tweety. Tweety doesn't have any health left, though, here to work with.
You knew Tweety wasn't even ready for that flawless block. He got hit by the up 3 and then immediately got opened up again. He was still probably trying to put in the follow-up off of the frog splash in that situation.
Like, I had a combo I was doing, and I'm going to get it.
Happened so quick.
And I think that also another big unfortunate thing here is that as we move in, have any defensive with here. He's already gotten the first bar back, but still no breakaway should King Gambler open him up.
Ooh, coming from downtown, and that's another anti-air forward 3. That's been on the up on the Gears move list of normals to just kind of throw out. If you're Gears, you know, on block, it's still going to be safe. But out as an anti-air, Gears' anti-airs are not easy to convert off of. I even saw Tweety and Tweety, Titanium Tigers dropping these combos off of stand 1 anti-airs. They're really hard, but forward 3, put you right in that zone. Yeah, forward 3 is a great tool. The tiger knee that Gears has is incredible. I think it's really cool. And I love the animation on it too. Like, it's got all the cool factors. It's a great move with good conversions and what it can do. It's great advancing just on the ground because of the follow-up with it being safe. And it looks, what more can you ask for? A crushing blow, I guess. That'd be all the also needs the headbutt is a launcher. Please don't listen to me. Second down that 4-2. Working out for King Gambler. Tries that dirty stagger up. Just stand 1, and Tweety tries to catch Gambler swinging through the gap at 4-2-1-2, and he's gonna get burned here for 340. And from downtown again, no meter for Tweety to break away, and the meterless conversion by Gambler. Still a tricky pickup. You see a lot of Nightwolf players dropping, gets the neutral jump kick on the wake up, and King Gambler's on the board.
Man, that was a incredible round from King Gambler. Exchanges were always in his favor, making the exact on what Tweety was going to do on Wake Up. And that is going to be King Gambler taking the game there. Very, very impressive. Man, that last just sort of series of events was all in Gambler's favor.
Woo! That was a snowball of a round for Nightwolf.
Gearless.
Yeah, that's
Thereby Gambler, everything working out. And really,
The hourglass.
it was Tweety taking the massive risk. So we do see that change in effect. But he didn't have to take it.
Yeah, exactly. I think that what kind of happened though is that Gambler hasn't been going for the flawless blocks at all. Actually, he's been kind of respecting it, and Tweety must have thought, okay, he's gonna finally adapt and make the change. I've been doing it enough on block, and Gambler was just stoic and standing his ground, like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not gonna play the mind game. I'm just gonna hold it, and able to get the big punish to follow.
Tweety needs to be careful here. He is backing himself up to the corner.
All right. No more room left to run away now. Okay, goes for the arrow cancel and catches him with that overhead. Deceptive range to it, and he also gets quite low to the ground.
I'm shocked that Tweety's being that passive at beating these rounds and giving up the round that Gambler wants. Gambler wanted him to get to that corner.
Yeah,
But Tweety
absolutely.
does get a reversal position, and that meaty forward three from a distance.
Oh, nice flawless block.
So good on
Again.
block.
Gambler is going to start to make Tweety sort of question his own offense here if he continues with these flawless block reads.
Woo.
Nice big uppercut, gets the conversion, burns the breakaway. Oh no, this is going to kill. He's going to go straight into Fatal Blow. I think this is going to end up being damage here as well, as Nightwolf has one of the hardest hitting Fatal Blows. Summon the lightning explosion. Boom, and that'll be the round. 400 on the board there for Gambler.
And now didn't get the punish on the frog splash. Still minus, but once again it happened so quick that Tweety was not ready to block it. At least I didn't see punish. I may have been looking at the wrong side of the screen. If that was a punish, disgusting. But I don't think that I saw punish on King Gambler's side.
No, I don't believe so. I think it was just a straight up challenge that caught him.
And so he's 2 for 2 on that. 2 for 2 on flawless blocking jump-ins. Gearus is, mind you. And that's why you love seeing pros play this game, because they can show off the mechanics, to me, the best.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely show off the game in a way that you just don't get, and some players don't even realize it can be played. Some players would even say, oh, that's not real. You can't do that. It's like, no, you can't. Maybe you, specifically
Exactly.
you can't, but they can, and they're going to do it, and it's going to be awesome.
Oh,
Oh, no, he went for it.
Do you believe in magic?
Yeah, this is a last breath comeback. The flawless block. Oh my God, King Gambler, like you said, ultra instinct. Oh, but there's a get up attack from Tweety to end it. Wow, if he would have made that comeback, that would have been insane.
What I tell you, Dream, those flawless blocks, when he has 1% health, every single time, he's got it locked and loaded.
Had he not flawless blocked that, it would have cost him his defensive bar too. But because he did the flawless block, he had enough meter to do the attack. It's insane.
And ooh, the massive drop right there. It's like we're saying, why don't they just do that all the time? Like, have that mentality. Hey, guys, just pretend you're at 1% health from round 1 fight.
That should be the mindset.
That really
Is
should
that
be the mindset.
You are in critical condition as soon as he says fight.
I need to hear the moment that the match starts.
Oh, caught him, man. That overhead goes so far, and the way that he kind of shimmies out of danger's way, it's so good. All right, opens him up with a throw.
What's for breakfast here? No defensive bar to deal with. Coming in hot with that jump too. Allowing Gears to
the
simply
assault.
jump out of the corner. I half expected a flawless block there. Fully loaded on resources here. As Gambler gets a massive jump and still gets the
no,
punish. And that's going to be
Okay,
also
there we go, yep.
Gambler taking the 2-1 lead in this match. And wow, this would be a huge run for Gambler coming out of the loser side.
Wins.
Yeah, he is having quite the show here, and this has been a big turnaround as well. Tweety was doing really well, but Gambler has just been applying the pressure. He's been staying where he needs to, making the right reads. I think another big thing that's been happening is that the range game has definitely been going in the favor of Gambler. He's able to use that forward 2 range. We've seen both times that it's hit from that range has been, Tweety's been whiffing a normal. He whiffed a down 1. I think he was whiffing a standing 2 that last time. So he's trying to get his offense on, but he's just not close enough. And Gambler's able to use that extended range of that big overhead to take the damage and ultimately the game. All right, Tweety also going to be locking in here with Gears, so he's going to be kind of stuck in that, doesn't have the big long range, because I think Frost does have extra range that may be a factor here, but Tweety's going to be locking in here instead with Gears all the way as we go into our potential final game. Tweety needs 2 more here to win, Gambler only 1.
And I just saw Tweety talk about it in chat where it's just, some of the changes really do affect the combos they does.
Yeah.
So we see it affecting someone like Tweety, but he also took a lot of risk right there. But one of those that looked like it was a risk on paper was actually just the drop combo in the corner going into the choke. And Gambler simply waking up and getting the punish, and that's what really turned the tide in that.
Yeah, drop combos save lives and not yours. All right, here we go.
Boy, he does not look phased by that last game whatsoever, though. That is a...
I think that is our first one here of the evening. Everybody else has been able to get poked or something, but Tweety maintaining immaculate defense, not getting touched once.
Coming to a jump 1. I have never in my life seen Gears' jump 1, besides trying to air to air.
I thought that he only has a splash. I thought that was just his jump 1.
Yeah. Splash, jump kick. He's trying to jump 1 again. Maybe he's trying out some, just different timings to throw off Gambler's flawless blocks. Yeah,
Gambler has been showing a flawless block on those air approaches, though. Throwing off a different normal that has some startup on it might be part of the game plan here. Okay, there's the splash coming back. Oh no, but he went for the choke and it's blocked. Gambler hasn't been taking the bait on that at all. Okay, here we go. This is going to be damage here and no breakaway either.
And not at all, and there you go. Cutting the combo short, still getting phenomenal damage.
Nice punish.
But maybe left punishable if he extended to the 4-2-1-2, and this Gambler is not out of this at all. And contra.
Oh, here we go. Okay, there's the overhead. Good block still from Tweety this time. Not going to get opened up. Of course, he's only been getting opened up by trying to swing. He has the right idea on the blocking of it. It's when his normals aren't reaching the challenge.
Oh, that'd have been it if he just finished the 1-1-1+3, but still going to get it with the throw. Hammer time, baby. We got another game.
Absolutely, man. Both of these CGL boys unwilling to tenacity from these players here. We're going to be going into Game 5, Tweety versus King Gambler. I'm sure Gambler is going to be sticking with Nightwolf. I don't think that we'll see Scarlet here. Does Gambler have some other pocket character that we may see? Or are we going to continue to see Nightwolf here? I've been loving the Nightwolf play, so I'm happy to see Nightwolf.
I don't think that we're going to see a switch.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't see Scarlet being any different this matchup. You know, he did well in that matchup pre-patch. I haven't seen him use Scarlet since those days. He really did leave her behind.
Yeah, he was definitely not really pleased with the performance and kind of the flaws that the character had. So I'm happy to see him finding a new home here in Nightwolf, and so far it's been a great home for him.
And what was really crazy to me is seeing how many times he's been down like 2-0 or 1-0 in tournament, and he still hasn't gone back. He's really stuck it out with his character. He had like 3 reverse 3-0s at KIT, like in a row. It was disgusting, and it was all with Nightwolf just having the belief in the character and not second guessing himself. That's key as a player. Sometimes second guessing yourself can just, that alone can kill you.
Yeah, you have to stick to your guns in a lot of ways, because that's the game plan that you know well. That's the one that you came to win with, so you might as well ride it out. All right, here we go. This is going to be big damage here. We're going to see a breakaway coming out from Gambler. Okay, there it is. Going to break away a little bit later in the combo there. There's a jump kick coming in. Potentially going to see more flawless blocks from Tweety as that kind of goes on, if Gambler keeps on going in with those jump kicks.
I love the movement there by Gambler. If you guys are trying to see what Gambler's trying to do to open up Tweety right there, on the knockdown, he's dashing backwards, and then either forward dash canceling a stand 1 or letting the forward 2 rock. It shows you Nightwolf moving back, so you can kind of read forward 2, maybe try to steal a turn because it's going to be really slow, and then he'll dash cancel stand 1 to try to open you up that way. Really intricate things that you see that you guys might not be catching on the fly.
Yeah, the little intricacies of this game are quite exciting, actually. I think that's one of the things that as the game goes on long, start to see more of that stuff kind of get fleshed out. Already the top players have kind of got there, but it'd be once the rest of the community kind of catches up and we see that more widespread is when the game is going to start to get real exciting.
He got lucky that 4-2-1-2 barely killed. That was like on the dot. Otherwise, he would not be able to pick up and giving Gambler a little bit of life there.
Okay, Breakaway now spent. Oh, Tweety got him though. He's gonna go ahead and get a lot of damage out of this. Okay, there's the breakaway again here. It seems like every single time that Tweety's able to get his combo started, Gambler has already gotten the breakaway. Okay. Oh no, there's no breakaway to stop this. This is gonna be massive damage coming out here. Tweety and playing Gears. Gears, a character capable of getting upwards of almost 50% off of one of those. And there it is, 48%. They're not bad at all. The corner pressure continuing here as well.
Tweety unfazed by this comeback so far. He is a hit away from advancing here to CGL Xbox finale. It's a massive win.
He's done it!
Gonna go punish the sand trap. Tweety has done it. He will advance into top 4. King Gambler going home at 5th. Fellow Texas boy, you put up one heck of a fight, had a wonderful performance, and he is going to be taking this experience into the last chance qualifier of Final Combat.
Yeah, definitely not the last we'll see of King Gambler.
He's also in the PS4 finale, is he not?
Yes, King Gambler is one of the players that is qualified for both. So King Gambler will be back on the scene during the PS4 qualifier, which is happening in 2 weeks. What is the exact date? Is it the 9th and 8th? Or the...
It's the 8th and the 9th.
Okay, yeah, the 8th and the 9th. Okay, I did the right numbers wrong.
Yeah, you did. That was weird.
Backwards.
The 9th and 8th. That's an interesting way to say it.
Wouldn't change for the world. All right, so that will be when we'll be seeing King Gambler again. And of course, in that, we also do have Dragon has qualified for that, so he'll be returning during that. Ninja Killer has also qualified for that. I believe Tweety also qualified for both, so this is a bit of a preview of what's to come here in the PlayStation Finals, as there are plenty of players that qualified for both still in the bracket.
It's a preview of what's to come, and it gives these players more information for the next one, you know. And so we might see some change-ups during that PS4 tournament that we
absolutely
on the Xbox side of things.
I think there will definitely be players. I think one of the big upsets was K7 going out 0-2. He's a player that has actually qualified for both, just recently won Frosty Faustings, which is a massive offline tournament. So I'm sure that he is going to be kind of in the lab and making sure that what he did run into that caused him some problems, he's going to be prepared for it should he run into something similar next time.
And that's a tough win, that Frosty Faustings win. He had to go through Splash twice.
Yeah.
And Splash was back-to-back top 8 on the pro competition?
Yep, both of his Pro Tour debut events, he was
ECT and NEC, getting 7th, I believe, at both. Or I think he got 5th.
Yeah, he got 5th. Splash made it to 5th on both of those events. Those are both of the Pro Tour events that our team sent him out to as well. So the only 2 Pro Tour events that Splash was able to attend, he made it all the way to 5th place during those.
And then
Season 2 is going to be huge for him.
Just imagine if he went to every single premier event on the pro competition, you know, what could have been, and he's going into the last chance qualifier as one of the massive threats. And you know, Frosty Fausting is a really good display of that, and showed what he needed to work on. But also K7, if he goes that as well, is looking pretty good. Last chance qualifier is the tournament that I would never ever want to play in as a player.
Oh, it is going to be so cutthroat, and there is going to be like the thing about that tournament too is that your prize isn't even like second place doesn't get anything. Right? Like there's no top 8 splits the pot, and the first place's prize is you get to go fight Sonic Fox.
Yep. You get to go have fun. GLHF, buddy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I can't even imagine how many people are gonna go to last chance qualifier. I'm gonna assume at least a couple to few hundred are all just there to get bodied, except for one of them.
Yeah, everybody is gonna get torn apart, save for one.
As you know, not to go on a tangent, but as sad as I was that it wasn't KIT, that was last chance qualifier, I do love that for the first time at our World Finals, we're going to have our community with us there in person.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
For the Injustice Pro Series finale, Season 1 and Season 2, it was just us and some locals that showed up. Whereas this time, we're going to have all of us there having a good time. I want that crowd to go crazy. And that excites me more than anything is having the community there for the finals. I think that's something that you guys, almost everyone in our community hasn't experienced that. When I tell you that being there in person is really effing cool.
I love it.
And I hope that a lot of you guys get to experience that there.
I'm definitely going to be there, and I hope that continues to be the trend. And of course, it kind of makes attending the LCQ, if you don't win, you still get to be there for the spectator part of the show at the end, which is, I think, a really, really fun and positive experience. And to have the whole community there, the crowd is going to be going crazy during the matches and everything. It is going to be an insane experience. Definitely, if you guys have a means of getting out to the LCQ, strongly recommend trying to attend. And hey, maybe you can even be the one to make it through the bracket.
That's right. And coming up next, we're going to have a battle of the real underdogs throughout this entire event. Love that they've gotten this far, and one will advance them no matter what to get top 4 Dream Eater, no matter what. It's GX17 and Izzy. It's going to be a battle of Jackie and Sub-Zero, but it's the variation from G that's kind of been, it's going to be first round KO, is going to be upgraded. For Sub-Zero, I could see either doing perfectly fine. The grounded game of first round KO, I think is going to be just fine against this character. And same thing with upgraded. Sub-Zero is one of those characters that really, it almost feels like you've either guessed wrong or you've really gotten outplayed.
Yeah, definitely. Sub-Zero can be a really oppressive character, and like the way that K7 was playing the character, a lot of 1-2 throws and stuff. He wasn't really even going for the mix-up and stuff. So that character has really good tools that are outside of the mix-up as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they kind of bring to bear in this matchup of Sub-Zero versus Jackie, GX17 versus Izzy. It's going to be quite the matchup between these two. It does look like, though, we are going to, those of you guys privy to the internet, there has been some tragic news today, so we are going to take a moment of silence here for Kobe, who has unfortunately passed away today. It does sound.
All right, there you guys go. An absolute legend. But we're going to get back into the action here. It's going to be GX17 versus Izzy Sheep. Is G actually 32 years old? The world may never know.
That is what the government database that I looked up said. That said that he was a 32-year-old male from the Texas area. I won't tell you which crimes that he had been committed. That I found him in the. I didn't look you up. No, I had to find. I had to find him. I went to blotter to see what had been happening, and there it was. I won't tell you guys about his crimes. They're pretty heinous, though.
You were kind of describing me for a second. Hold up. All right, what variation is going to be upgraded?
Of course, is he sticking with Dead of Winter? I think that's the primary variation we've seen. Okay, and this is what I think is going to be a key moment of or component of this matchup. Is Sub-Zero's back to a bit on the slower side, but because of how long it takes for Jackie to get in with that leap, I think it actually ends up being a really, really good anti-air for that. So we'll end up seeing if Izzy goes to that as like a go-to tool when he sees Izzy taken to the sky.
Something I've been so impressed with the last, 2 weeks, I have seen 3 Sub-Zero players absolutely blow me away with knowledge and with conversions and how they're able to approach the game. We got Izzy here, Conqueror down in Brazil, who won the Brazilian qualifier, doing some absolute damage today. One of the favorites to win today. Unfortunately, it's going on at the same time as this, so I don't know how well he has potentially done down there. And then, of course, you saw K7 at Frosty Fausting. Sub-Zero is on the map.
People saying that character is not good are getting a wake-up call. All right, speaking of a wake-up call, though, we got Jackie laying some damage down. Gonna drop the combo there at the end of the... Gets him with the ground pound, and Izzy on the defensive here. Back to the wall. All right, here we go. Throws him out of the corner, or the back into the corner, looks like. I didn't see an escape failed trigger, though, I don't think so.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, he's got it, right? Fatal blow? Yep, she doesn't have the extra bonus. South, that's not even 40% left on that bar right now. And this will definitely be enough to close it out. Look at that damage. Does he really need it? 45%.
It's just 44, 45 every time. What I would have liked from Izzy is that he's not being that 50-50 style Dead of Winter. He's playing that smarter stagger game, looking for the hit confirms, and he doesn't really take the risk until it's gonna kill.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Smart. He does not risk it for the biscuit unless he's gonna eat the whole thing.
Right, yeah, it doesn't seem like he's kind of throwing it out randomly, but he is definitely taking the risks when he needs it.
I don't know if that made sense or not, if I'm being honest with you, but it sounded cool.
Hey, man, risk it, biscuit, trisket, it's all good.
That's right. Get that fiber.
That's quick.
One wonderful game one there. Just a calculated kill. Calculated risk, calculated reward, and everything else has just been a great safe gameplay. And I'm loving the conversions and the reads. Looking for the back twos on the leaps is just what I want to see in this matchup. I want to see I want to see those kind of decisions out of someone like Izzy. For G, had his opportunities for sure. Just let go of control towards the end of that and guessed wrong once when he was at half life, which is the way she goes sometimes.
Yeah, that's the Sub-Zero matchup, right? If you make the wrong move for those end of the life bars, they will close it out. Done and done. I like though that Izzy always in it, right? I mean, that's part of being a Sub-Zero player, but that you can't let yourself ever be shaken by the positioning and where the life bars are at. You're never out of it. And Izzy always knowing that he's got a chance. Escape failed triggering here as well, so we're gonna see that throw crushing blow available here for Izzy. Burns the breakaway off of G already. And using the range of that back one.
I really like what G tried right there, just not falling for it was Izzy. You know, upgraded when she jumped back, shrapnel in the corner. Oh, hello, got him before the back two activation. But what that does is it tries to float overneath and approach the opponent and then come down with the punish.
Ooh, okay, rolls out. Another throw, sends him into the corner here. And Izzy getting close. The fatal blow is available here for Jackie though, and that's gonna do it down forward into the shoulder. Izzy taking the risk with that, but seeing where that health bar was at, there wasn't even defensive bar to stop the amplify that he could have done to follow it. I think that was a smart play.
What a whip punish that one too. Even he didn't believe that was a whip punish, how late it was.
So Izzy's trying to go for that back two, but it seems like G has got the timing and the spacing on it that he's actually been able to get around that back two multiple times now. Okay, both whiffing pokes back and forth here.
Oh, let the back two, is it back two one rip there?
I believe so.
Which is very safe on block. Has a lot of pushback on there. Was like -3, -6 right there. Something with a lot of pushback. Very safe to throw out. Guess is wrong on the overhead. He's gonna need one more mix-up. Trying to move down two just in case of the breakaway to really fatal blow. Not falling forward is G. And clutching out that second round. On the board finally. This is gonna give him a breather.
Yeah, absolutely. He can breathe easy now knowing that it is okay and he is still alive in this as we go into our final round here. And I think if you got the victory and you didn't have to spend your fatal blow to get that round two, it definitely can start to feel like, oh, I've got the momentum. I'm figuring this out. Oh no, jumps right into the ice ball. Right below will connect.
No hicker for him though. That's something I'd like to see a little bit more out of is that back three string. Even to start the match, he's able to open up with it and just no follow-up.
Yeah, definitely want to be confirming that into the freeze. Some massive damage for it. Escape failing yet again here.
Safe on block too, so there's no risk for throwing that bad boy out. Speaking of confirmation, very easy. if you get hit from back 1-3, you probably shouldn't be playing this character. Easy for Izzy here. Gets attack of the throw, gonna caught him going for the shrapnel, and again that's trying to bait out something advancing. Wakes up with the fatal blow, because why not, baby?
And he's just gonna go ahead and use it. LTR2 has been pressed. Gonna look to easing up these life bars here. Sub-Zero gonna get kicked through the wall, and that's gonna be the life lead going the way of Jackie here, it looks like. Good defense from Izzy. Challenges. Oh, the ground pound, he's got him!
Oh, all of us right there are guessing jump in. I don't know, man.
That is tough. That is that kind of the ever evasive nature of Jackie. She can leap in, she can cancel into that ground pound anytime, and she's also got the shrapnel and a bunch of pressure from the air she can keep going for. And Izzy, unfortunately, getting caught off guard there, that ground pound closing it out. Of course, that ground pound is unsafe. So if you do make the right guess on that or the read on it and block it, full punish, but G willing to take the risk when it was enough to kill.
Oof. Yeah, and G had to almost throw, get some extra mix-ups in there. He definitely changed up his leap timings. Those back twos weren't as free as they were in game number. But those low pounds were something else. He did jump in. He did leap and then instant leap pound, which is something I'd never even seen an upgraded do.
Yeah, most of them want to cancel into it or they'll go for the signal before they go for it or whatever to keep you guessing, but he's just spending it right away. And like you said, yeah, I do think we're seeing some changing in the leap timings as well. He's noticed, okay, Izzy's been kind of dealing with if I'm just doing the leap at the standard way that I'm doing it, I need to start to switch that up. And I also like that he's been using the ground pound. The ground pound, I don't think we saw much out of G in some of the other matchups as much, but we are seeing him sort of dip into the rest of the toolkit. Man, what a call out right at the start with the forward two.
All right, so all of that about Izzy's, safeness and staggers, and the moment that he lost the game, he's like, all right, time's up, we're doing it.
Yep, coin toss time.
Let's
make him guess.
So start the match, let it rip.
All right, there we go, gonna get the freeze, amplify. Start to send him toward the corner.
I think he dropped the shoulder.
Yeah, I believe so. That standing three must not have been intentional. G only a little bit of health left here, and that's gonna do it the 1-2-4.
Imagine round one fight, forward two ball, and you just get hit. That round would have been lost to me in a moment.
Yeah, quitality about to come through.
This
I got hit by what?
This character has the ability to really drain you mentally. Ooh, trying to back two and just going through it there is Bay Briggs. Getting the big damage. Lane break, he'd already eaten 30%. I think that on paper, that's where you say, I'm just going to take the rest of this 20 damage.
Yeah, right. That other 3% would have been all right, but that actually is he's now going to have to hold the next combo, all 30% of that one, should he get caught here before that bar comes back.
Oh, this is, yeah, exactly. When they're full screen, it's you know, is he going to leap? When's he going to do that? Because Izzy's had a couple of good reads on when he's going to go and cancel it by throwing out that ball late and catch him coming down from the shrapnel. There's been a lot of good mind games. Full screen footsies, baby. Oh, trying to come in hot with that forward dude.
We convert. Okay, he's got him. There's enough damage. The big 45%. Izzy, no mercy at all. He's going to go ahead and take, it looks like, game 3 here and put himself up in the lead. 2-1 right now over G. Damage is so absurd.
And I really love that it was from the setting of the tone at round 1 fight. He said, okay, this is my adjustment. Let's actually take a risk.
Yeah, right. He'd been playing it kind of safe, and when you play it a little bit too safe, your opponent realizes, oh, okay, I don't need to watch my noggin. He's only aiming for these toes. So absolutely willing to flip this script and let him know, hey, you need to be constantly paying attention to where react to this overhead. It's reactable, right?
Sure is. That's what I've heard.
That's what the word on the street is. Very reactable.
Sub-Zero.
All right. Oh, okay. G going to be busting out a Devora pick here. So this is interesting. I know that there was like, I think 1 Devora qualified. There might have been 2, but I think it was only 1 that actually ended up qualifying here. And they did not have a great run. Still made it out with some coins, though. Everybody got paid here. But we did not see Devora really making it through the bracket. But now we're going to be seeing Devora very deep into the bracket here in our losers quarterfinal match up against Sub-Zero.
Gonna be Buzz too. So this is the setup bug too, right? With the triple larvae on the ground.
Yeah, the stepsister bug.
Yeah. Whoa!
Okay, here we go. Launcher. Gonna put the stepsister bug out in there. Let me amplify. It is not interruptible. Even if she gets hit, it doesn't go away. And of course, the throw lets the combo come after.
And look at that, already halfway gone. Just one of the few setup characters in the game.
Yes, she's a very, very strong setup character, particularly if you're playing it against an opponent that doesn't know what's going on. This is the kind of character that if you don't have an idea of how to fight Devora, she will immediately erase that health bar. Oh, he's just gonna go ahead and freeze right into it. Is that enough to kill? Yes, it is. Smart use of that.
So much damage.
That is ridiculous. Now, technically, he could have teched out of that, but who combos into their throw?
That is not a situation where you're gonna have that on the back of your mind. You're
exactly.
I'm gonna get hit, possibly hit into a 50-50. Oh man, that was a lot of setup coming out of G right there. But Izzy is just in the zone, no breakaway. Gonna cash out.
Okay.
310, no bar required. Still has a bar just in case he wants to throw a mix up, and whoop, back two covering so much. That's the perfect spot to do that at. It's just there's no escaping that back two.
The back two is such a great arc to the way that he swings it. It's wonderful.
Try disrespecting the bugs. Worked out from one of them.
If he gets the mid-screen crushing blow, he might be able to kill.
Ooh,
Yes, he can. That'll do it. Gonna go ahead and send Devora straight to the Iron Lung. Man, that is just so optimal. He knew, okay, there's no defensive bar available. She can't break out of this. I can end this game. I can end the set right now. And Izzy went straight for it with the jump kick to get her airborne, and then got enough hits to get to that crushing blow. Very well played.
I mean, that was perfectly described. It's just so optimal how he's playing Sub-Zero, and it's the optimal play that we've seen out of some Sub-Zeros that have put him really back on the map.
Yeah, there is zero autopilot in this. You see a lot of players that they just do the same combo regardless of where the resources are at and the life bars are at, but Izzy is definitely not one of them, and he's proven it at an early age the way that he's able to kind of understand the scenarios that he finds himself in and how he can best optimize that to his advantage. And that is only a skill that's going to get sharper and sharper as he goes on.
You know, there's a Sub-Zero player like that, and then it doesn't matter what the frame data is, whether I'm plus or minus, throw a 50-50. You know, there are those types of Sub-Zeros. You know, there's the Combat League Sub-Zero, then there's the tournament Sub-Zero that we're seeing here.
Yeah, and Izzy definitely bringing out the tournament sub. Of course, Izzy was supposed to stay in the lobby, but the classic win the game and leave the lobby anyway.
Yep.
That's all right though. We'll go ahead
Yep,
and get
okay.
Izzy
But-
back in here.
I mean, that being said, if you're not if you're playing anywhere before top 8 at a pro comp event, first to 2, that Combat League Sub-Zero mentality might not be the worst thing though.
Oh yeah, there are
First to 2 sub
worse
is-
ways to go for sure.
Live or die by the mix.
It's so dangerous. Like Izzy's playing it smart, but the reality is that in, like you said, the Pro Tour first to 2 pools, that if you just make a couple of reads, condition your opponent a few times, and get them to guess wrong, that's all that it takes. Particularly a character that has access to 45% fatal blow combos on any touch. It wasn't like he hit him with like this big crazy anti-air convert. No, he hit him with an overhead. That was it, and that was what got the 50% or the 45%.
Who put the skid in losers? It was Tweety, first round.
Yes. So that is actually the sort of interesting tale here, and it is now Ouroboros-ing its way back to full circle. So Izzy had to play twice in order to qualify for CGL. His first qualifier that he played in is the one that Tweety qualified in. So Tweety has so far been the only player to shut this player down, because Izzy ran into him in his first run. Then the very next time Izzy came back, Tweety was already qualified, couldn't stop him. Izzy made it in. And then in the tournament brackets, Izzy has only been defeated by Tweety today and yesterday. Or yesterday, I should say. Today is now the opportunity.
Izzy's run has been ridiculous. 3-0 over Phoenix, 3-2 over Cyclone, an absolute nail biter there. 3-0 over Blaze, 3-2 over Titanium Tigers. So he's been at the verge of elimination multiple times. Gets the 3-1 over Mike, and then as you saw right there, the victory over GX17. That is just a huge run for only a 32-man bracket. That's like that's a major losers run right there.
Yeah, right? And now he finds himself up against his only tournament demon that he seemed to have conjured yet. And let's see if he can overcome the demon here today. It's a new day. It's Sunday.
This is when you get that nemesis tag for someone killing you 4 times.
Yeah, there's definitely a nemesis popped up when this match started. But the thing is, can Izzy sort of shake the memory of having been already lost to this player? I think that he got the bracket reset by Tweety. So, like, 4 times already, but none of that happened. This is a new match, a new set. Got to get in there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That's his back. Chiropractic adjustment coming through.
Taking a throw in. Good call up by Tweety on the sand trap there, getting him before the activation of that ice ball. You don't want to trade with that thing at all. He has an advantage there.
Tweety just seems one step ahead. And there it is. Gives the wake-up attack, and he's able to take the round there with that get-up attack. One of the best get-up attacks in the game, too.
Fight.
And a little bit of a risk. That one, I believe, is punishable on block for an upgrade in this game. They're not a lot that are punishable, but Gears' wake-ups are so dang good that they're like, let's just make both of them punishable.
As they should be. That is justice.
Who blocks them anyway?
All right. No crushing blow coming out. 34% for that, though. Not bad at all. And now Tweety just going to start to back away. He's going to force Izzy to come to him. And so far, Tweety has been making the right moves. He's been challenging and actually beating out the overhead when Izzy's going for it. Like, Tweety definitely seems to have Izzy's number. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
Woo! And that is very, very... To have a character that can punish down for a sand trap on Oki. That the pushback makes so many people miss out on an opportunity there.
The only armor that exists in the game on that interactable.
That could have been and Tweety beating the 1 to challenge first with the forward 3. So smart. That could have gone either way in both rounds because we know that Izzy's literally 1 hit from taking the round both times.
Yeah, and he is not afraid to do it either. I think what was really important was that armor right there. That interactable armor, like MKX had interactable armor, but everything else had armor too. Not everything, but there was a lot of stuff that had armor. In this game, armor only exists on fatal blows, which you do not always have access to. So being able to access armor in this game is a bit of a rare occurrence. So Tweety able to use that armor to completely switch the positions, keep him standing as well because of that particular interactable. I think that armored interactable is just like knowing where you are on the screen. You actually have this new tool that you didn't before if you've got the meter to just blow through whatever they're trying to do.
And that is something that also tournament players abuse better than anyone. Are those situations that can really make or break a round. I can't tell you how many times I've lost to a tournament player because I was like, oh fuck, I forgot that. Oh, sorry to curse, by the way. I'm at home, I'm comfortable, I apologize. Is that I'm like, oh dang, they used that interactable. I completely forgot that existed in this particular moment, and I died.
Yeah, like every now and then there's like some
It isn't on
straight
the
hit,
back of
that
your
sword
mind,
coming out of the
But it's on
grotto.
the back of their mind.
Yeah, they are very aware of where everything is, all the chess pieces on the table. They know where they all at them. All right, so the fist, good defense here from Izzy. Oh, catches him this time with the overhead. And that's gonna burn the breakaway now off of Tweety.
Oh,
Backbreaker.
that's cool. That's cool animation for Gears.
Yeah, Gearus is such a great addition. My only sort of gripe about Gearus is that he means no tremor. There's like, and I was a tremor player in X, so this is just like, oh man, you can't bring tremor back now, can you? Tremor was so cool, but Gearus is really cool. I really like the new characters they put in MK. They feel like combat characters. It's great. Is that gonna kill? Yes, it is. No crushing blow even needed. 35%. Wow. Optimization. The final hit enough.
Round 2.
2 bars. This character's hitting like an absolute unit. Woo, try to hit that jump kick. Get down 3 is great for that. Has one foot box, but he just did it a little too late. That factory is still kind of behind his setup swing. Wow.
Here we go. Okay, there's the freeze as well. Izzy looking to take some damage here. Gonna cash out on that crushing blow here. He wants to close this game out now. Ooh, gets caught by the last hit.
That did a little less damage than pre-patch. That was 2 jump kicks in that combo.
Oh yeah, because the damage scaling on jump kicks has been adjusted.
Had to scale
I
that
was
just a little
thinking
bit.
that it's actually optimal to not do, or it's like maybe only 1%.
Yeah.
And unbreakable to not actually do it that way. That 20% almost there from Gears. Gears now getting some throw loops going on.
That's definitely
What's gonna
something.
be the follow?
That's definitely something to lab in this game post patch. Oh baby! Thought a stagger was probably coming off the stand 1. A lot of a swing early, and Tweety is gonna stay on top here. 1 round apiece, up 1-0 in this losers semifinals.
Final round.
And it is Izzy's tournament deeming that he is fighting for his life against.
Yeah, right now this is the only player that's ever been able to keep him, and he finds himself yet again up against this wall.
I love all those Tortec animations that just look like the character saying, "Unhand me."
Yeah. Hands to yourself, good sir. I also love the throw animations in general in this game. They have so much more personality than X. Like X, it was like the same thing back and forth. Maybe a couple of them were different, but in this game, every throw has so much flair. Gears' forward throw is so good. That damage and the crushing blow was ready. That's enough to kill even Tweety. Gonna cash out the damage and take the game.
I thought he
increasing that
couldn't do
lead
damage
now
anymore.
to,
That's what I heard. I heard from every Gear still that he didn't have damage anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy that Tweety's able to win this 8-2 matchup versus the Cats.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it, honestly. Tweety deserves all of the credit here. Wow.
If you lose to Tweety, you have to give him some of your prize money. That's how bad Gears.
45% for 1 bar is just, I mean, every other character's doing at least 60, so, geez.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
he just can't keep up. It's tough out there for a Time Titan.
you might get in Chronica's Blessing tonight.
Gears.
All right, so is he going to take a moment here on the character screen? He's going to call the parents into the room, see if they have any life advice. What should I do in this situation? He keeps on beating me.
Honestly, this is where you might see a little bit of the more savage Sub-Zero coming from Izzy.
I think let it rip. Like where you're backed into the, just let it all out. Go feral on him.
This is where all of those Combat League matches are just like all those flashbacks need to come in right now and just be like, it's time. It is time. That little whisper in the back of your ear.
Just do it. Let the devil on your shoulder have all the. And also, this is a $250 prize pool difference between this matchup. This is 3rd and 4th here, I believe. Minimum spots, of course. Loser can continue, or winner can continue through the tournament. So that's a whole new bike. If Izzy can win this, he's got a whole new bike and then some.
That's a pre-reg of a PS5, or
That is true.
Or an Xbox Series. What's it called? Xbox Series One XS.
Yeah, I think that's right. The extra small version. Although, you know what I think Izzy should put it toward, and I hope his parents are listening.
Ooh.
That's a trip to a major. Let's send this young lad to an actual major.
All right, he has made the switch to Avalanche, so he has that slide.
This is enough. This is 45. This is enough.
Yeah, it's like 44, guaranteed.
This savage, this player.
Oh,
Wow, Gears somehow hanging in there with the shields. Okay.
Hold up.
Maybe he missed a couple hits, but the chip out there. Izzy Sheep unfazed by the fact that somebody somehow managed to survive the fatal blow. I think that might be the first time too that Izzy's fatal blow hasn't been for the kill. Woo. Right. 6 frame down 1 war. Ooh, the Arctic trap on. Oh, okay, Izzy made the switch.
Oh,
Avalanche.
hold up.
I am just now noticing.
That was absolutely gorgeous. And he has the crushing blow of the slide loaded, if I'm not mistaken. It's the third one. Or is it after 3?
I think it's the third one. I think it's on the third that it can do it. So the next slide combo should be enough to kill. He basically has a second like fatal blow combo basically queued up there. A little bit less, not 45, 35, whatever. There it is.
There it is. Just like that, the switch to Avalanche, and Izzy is on the board. I've never seen an Avalanche actually get a corner setup to work in competitive play yet.
Yeah, right. I've seen the training dummy get hit by that all the time, but to
Yep.
see a player of Tweety's caliber still be caught off guard by that kind of stuff, that is impressive, and that just shows that, you know, Izzy's been conditioning his opponents properly. Izzy's got his opponents kind of on the back foot in some situations, and he was able to get away with that Arctic trap setup. And not only that, but he knew what to do afterward. Like, you know how many people don't know what to do when they do hit? Like, it worked. That's what
Yep.
they do, is they just are excited that it worked and they're done. But
That's-
Izzy knew exactly what to do.
Every Avalanche player in bracket really has been that. It's like, oh my goodness, that worked, and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, what now?
I don't have a combo for after it hits. I didn't practice for this part.
That was pretty convincing. Yeah, I think even Tweety may have been like, oh, he switched variations in the middle of getting hit. Sometimes I do that too, where I don't even know my opponent has changed variations until they hit me with something that's variation specific, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, like, oh, you couldn't do that before. Okay.
I've been playing this wrong this whole time. So now he's gonna be ready for that slide.
Round 1. Fight.
I think a little bit more than the previous game.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be watching those toes a lot more now.
But I love that slide gave him so much in the corner. He, you know, every hit while he was in the corner, put Tweety in the corner, and then setup time. So it actually was super effective.
Yeah, he was able to maximize on it. Okay, here we go. Gonna get some other...
And then
Wow!
back to the corner. He
knew
so
it.
optimal.
He knew exactly what he was doing with that. I thought that he jumped too far forward. Who am I to question the young man? He knows exactly what's here.
And
Look at
this-
the pressure.
He is just going ham right now.
All right, Tweety coming alive here, trying to mount a comeback here. Only 33 health left, and he is playing against Avalanche, so you have to worry about the trap coming out to kind of slow down his advance. Not going to even need it, though. The throw will do it, and Izzy coming alive here in Game 4.
Round 2.
Woo!
Fight.
Izzy is waking up. I mean, at 13 years old, it's what, on Eastern time it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, he's probably just waking up.
Hey, it's Sunday. You get to sleep in. No school. There are cartoons to be watched, though. Okay, there's the punish with the full string. And now Tweety looking to get some damage going here.
Oh!
At 34%, and he still has that meter. He's about to get that bar back. That's the other thing, too. Like, meter in this game, you don't have to work to get it back, so you can kind of feel comfortable spending it all when you need the damage. It's coming right back. Universal basic meter.
And look at that. That has a mind game of its own. The creeping ice of it. Is Amplify going to come, which is going to put you in block stun for 19 years? Or you don't Amplify? And then
sure.
chill. Massive raid here, though.
Oh, he's got it! Just gonna let it rip. Okay,
Okay.
I don't know if this will kill. They're scaling on this now.
Yeah,
The shields are
this
coming
is-
out.
This is a little different.
And Tweety is a survivor here. Okay, 60 health left.
Not enough. What's the mix
Oh,
up gonna be?
wow! And the brutality Izzy is a savage.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Oh, am I sure it just wasn't Izzy?
Oh. Hold
Wow.
up.
I haven't seen that brutality actually either. I think I've only like seen it in terms of like hunting it down on the internet, but to have it happen on my
Ooh.
screen before my eyes to
I
a
got-
player such as Tweety.
I got chills. All right,
It's
I'll see
that
myself
cold
out.
coming off
I'll
the
see.
ice.
I'll see myself out.
First warning.
That's my second warning. I've said some dumb stuff.
We got a game 5. This is a different kind of flavor than what we've been having happen. Tweety and Izzy as well, because their previous matchup between each other, I want to say that Tweety actually ended up trouncing him pretty well. Like it was pretty convincing that Tweety was in favor here, but now Izzy starting up the reverse 3-0 here. And that's the thing, when you go into game 5 after you were up 2, now the last 2 games have gone the way of your opponent. The download seems to be in their favor, and the momentum definitely is. So Tweety's gonna have to make a change. Burns the breakaway immediately here. That's a good start here for Izzy.
I wonder if that counted towards the amplified slide or not.
Yeah, I'm curious too, because
Wow,
I would think it's the he's got to actually catch him.
Yeah, that's really weird. So does he have it loaded or does he not have it loaded? That's a 50-50. Comes off. That interactable crushing blow. One of the cooler. That's the only stage fatality in the game right now. Or sorry, stage brutality in the game right now.
No, there's another one. Yeah, the lion that you throw on fire, you can brutality with that too, and you can throw the antelope head at people that just passed our screen.
All right, no matter what, he's got it loaded here for potential final round. This is match point for Izzy trying to make the comeback. Be not only
He's
the
about
comeback,
to maybe slay the demon.
Not only defeating his demon, but in reverse 3-0 fashion. And here we go, baby. Didn't come off the amplified slide right there. Maybe thinking he was gonna come off a breakaway. He didn't have the breakaway. We got a wonderful flawless block.
Flawless blocks as well. Izzy, calm down.
He is just unfazed. This is the epitome of being in the zone right now.
Absolutely, his mom gave him all the Mountain Dew. He is playing out of his mind right now. Let's go.
This man ate 4 bags of Gushers in the middle of game 2 and 3.
He's still got baby teeth. He doesn't even have to worry about it.
This is the sugar rush right now.
The overhead connects. Okay, straight into creeping ice. Next one could potentially do it. Gonna get challenged by that 6 frame down one from Tweety. Oh, the good blocks.
Bit on the slide, and this is gonna be death. 5 blade slide.
Yep.
Both here.
Go for it.
Let's find out. Come back here.
Shields are gonna be important here, I think. Nah, it's gonna do it.
And final game, final round. I think he got a little too comfortable right there and did not come off that slide early, which really would have put Tweety at a deficit, but he still got it locked and loaded.
Oh man, yeah, Izzy right now is sitting on tons of damage. Still got the 1-2-4 crushing blow. He's still got the slide crushing blow and the fatal blow available as well. He can basically delete that life bar in 3 combos if he gets a chance. And already the breakaway stopping or being gone from Tweety, so not going to be able to shut it down. Here we go. Big combo time. Ooh, not enough hits. Needed one more, I think, for the crushing blow. Oh my god, there's another.
And if he wants to, he can go into the slide crushing blow.
Oh my god. Izzy, you animal.
474. One more hit is all he needs. Does Tweety have the miraculous real master in him? Or is it going to be Izzy causing the upset? In a reverse 3-0 gets opened up in the 4-2-1. Wonderful hit confirmed by Tweety.
Oh my god, this is so suspenseful, Aquaman. I don't know what to do.
Big damage.
What do I do?
Oh, we're into dangerous territory right now. Tweety.
Izzy with the throw tech.
Trying to clutch this out. Coming in. This is going to be some great ship damage.
No!
Look out for the brutality to Izzy. Getting the W. The reverse 3-0 and moving on to top 3.
Oh my god, that was so ridiculous. Izzy is a animal. Crazy. That was the craziest set of the night, and it's not even grand finals. Jeez. This is ridiculous.
Woo!
Holy shit, Izzy. How is he doing this? This is insanity right now.
Can I get a breather real quick? That was kind of...
Yeah, I think we have an intermission or
Jeez.
something coming up soon. This is the best time for it.
Jeez.
This is crazy.
Are you kidding me?
I can't believe this is how it's going down. Izzy has slain his demon. He has slain his demon. Yesterday, Tweety was on top, but here today, when it mattered even more, Izzy has gone ahead and sent Tweety home.
That's some good Mortal Kombat right there. Now Izzy is joining the of top 3. So that's just only nothing but madness to come.
Maximum prestige here. And like, who is he joined by? Can we get the other people that are joined by him in top 3? Who are those two? Who are these nobodies joining Izzy in the top 3?
Yeah, absolute nobodies. Trash at the game. They couldn't do that.
That is insane. Very well played to Izzy.
There's Izzy in the chat saying GG's. Izzy also looking for the bracket. Like there's not just 2 more people. Izzy, you're good.
Yeah.
Izzy, you're in losers finals. You're waiting. All right, you're gonna play the loser of Dragon and Ninja Killa. Losers finals. So Izzy,
good luck out there, bud.
Izzy guaranteed 750 now.
With that win. So much coin. Izzy, have you ever seen $750?
Do you know what that is? All right. Don't go spend it all on Fortnite skins.
There are so many action figures that you can have. You
Don't
can
get
have a Lego Death Star and then
don't
some.
get all those Minecraft add-ons, okay? I know how good they look, but come on. Start that 401k at 13, you'll be good for life, trust me.
Ooh, yes, invest. This is life lessons. We're gonna teach you invest, invest,
Right.
invest, invest. Having fun is overrated. You should just spend all of your money on 401ks and stocks and bonds and stuff.
Spend nothing for 40 years, then spend all of it in 20.
Perfect. That's the way
Yep.
to do it.
That was wonderful, guys. Wonderful,
crazy.
wonderful match right
I
there.
can't believe we still have to keep going. Like we don't get to come
Nope.
back tomorrow.
It isn't even over yet.
The show must go on.
Chet saying he's got the best Nike Elite socks. Those are expensive. That's a good meme. That's a good meme right there. How socks can be $2 or $40 is beyond me. Oh man. But hey, there's some more stuff coming up, by the way. Hey, just us two on the mic have some events coming up as well outside of CGL after the PS4 finale has ended. Go and talk about your stream meter.
So I have an event coming up throughout February. It's called the Nightmare Series. So it's going to be a tournament for the Xbox players. I know that the Xbox players don't get as much love. There's a lot of events coming up still that are PlayStation focused. So I wanted to have a tournament available for those Xbox players so that they can have something. So that is going to be the Nightmare Series. It's going to be tournaments happening every Monday and Friday throughout February. And then we're going to have a finals going down on the 29th. So that leap year day where we'll have all the players kind of throw down at the end for the prize. I haven't fully decided how I want to do it. The idea I have is to let players that win a spot continue to re-enter as a gatekeeper. I kind of like the idea of gatekeepers, but the way I'm thinking about doing it, nothing's in stone, is that if you gatekeep and you lose, you can't gatekeep anymore. So you can only try to gatekeep one. If multiple gatekeepers try to do it at the same time, only one can keep it or whatever. So I think that'll let players still keep on participating in tournaments even after they've won and keep their skills fresh. But there's going to be that little extra if somebody does get rid of you, you're going to have to sit out for the rest of it. So that is going to be coming up in February for you Xbox players that want to find some MK action. And then you have your an event.
Hello. Yes, we have our series, the Combat Cup, coming back for a very short limited time. It's a 3-week series with a finale leading chance qualifier of the final combat. We're going to send the winner there. If you guys already have your trip booked, we're just going to pay you out in cash to reimburse you for it, flight, hotel, and registration. And it's going to be big. We already have 200 plus signed up for it. I think we just hit almost 250 as of last night.
There you go.
Signed up for week number 1. Starting next week, you guys can go sign up at smash.gg/KCLCQ. KCLCQ to register for that. PS4 NA only, and no Wi-Fi, of course, because get that out of here. Yeet! But,
yeah, with an LCQ trip on the line and stuff, that is a little bit too much to allow the Wi-Fi to come through. And of course, NA only since it's the flight and stuff.
And it is going to be myself and Destroyer doing that. It's going to be on both of our Twitch channels. It's
the goats.
It's going to alternate. Pools through top 8 are going to be on Sundays. Top 8s are going to be on Wednesday.
Ooh, okay.
I remember maybe Tuesday. Wait, hold on. That part even I don't remember. Yeah. It's gonna be Sundays and Wednesdays, just like we used to do back in the day. So it's nice to split 2 shows a week and then a finale for that 4th week between the top 8 in points. Good luck, guys. Have some fun.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'll have to get signed up for that as well. I got myself a PlayStation. I'm already going to be at that LCQ. I'm going to be going out there with my team. But hey, I'm down for trying to win a payout too. Sounds good to me.
Win a little bit of money. And then, guys, we're going to be right back with the rest of this tournament. We have top become winners finals, and then we're going to have losers finals, grand finals. All of this coming up next. Don't go anywhere. More Mortal Kombat come here on the Konsole Kombat 2 Xbox finale. Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back. All right, and we are back as we have our final 3 combatants prepared here in Console Gaming League's Konsole Kombat 2. And there are only 3 players left. I am Dream Eater, of course, joined by the legendary Mr. Aquaman here as we bring you our final 3 combatants. We got Ninja Killer, we got Dragon, and lying in wait in the losers bracket, we have Izzy, the young warrior who's been making his way through the bracket in incredible fashion. This has been super exciting. Aquaman, this has been crazy. I don't even know what to do anymore.
It has been sensational from start to end, and 0-3-0s, game fives across the board, upsets, start to end, and we are down to our final three. The only real no surprise has been those two on the winners' side of the finals. It's going to be Dragon versus Ninja Killer coming as the 2 and 3 seed on the planet. But look at who's going to be waiting for them. Izzy going through round one losers in the top 32. He has played like 9 games straight. W's, 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 W's. He has been on life alert since this tournament began and has fought his way all the way back to guaranteed 750 on the day, third place, and has instantly made a name for himself in our competitive Mortal Kombat community.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, like, he has never given up, and the entire way he's just been adding more and more change. Giant sack of money that he's going to be taking home with him. 750 already guaranteed, and there's a possibility that if the upsets continue, he'll be doubling that prize money to $1,500 or maybe even $2,500 here.
Woo.
Massive. But of course, we're gonna have to figure out who he will face off, as we do have Dragon and Dirty Grandma, aka Ninja Killer, facing off right now here in our winners finals match. And also seeing Katana coming out here from Dragon. So no more Cetrion. It's now back to the Edenian Princess.
Yeah, this is an interesting pick by Dragon. And again, this is phenomenal practice for these top players who are secured for Final Combat. And he might be testing some waters while he's got the opportunity.
In fact, when you mention that, do you think that is why we're seeing Liu Kang versus Katana? Because neither one of them want to show their hand for Final Combat.
Possibly.
So Cetrion or whatever other secrets, as well as Johnny Cage, are going to hit the bench here.
I would say it's about a 50-50. There's still a great chunk of change on the line here.
That is very true.
But I know the mentality of these players, and they are that stubborn. So whereas, even though there's something big on the line, they will not want to show a card for World Finals, because that's just how big it is. At the end of the day.
These are kind of players that I don't think play with too much pride. There are some players that they play with a lot of pride, but I think Dragon's the kind of player that will, if it comes down to it, take the L to know that he's still got his trump card up his sleeve when it comes to Final Combat.
Wonderful reaction. Or this is Dragon testing what could possibly be an answer for Liu Kang, as I think that Ninja Killer's got him the past few times that they have played in Final Combat, and it's looked pretty strong for Liu Kang of these Cetrion. And might be trying to find an answer. The only time we've ever seen Dragon's Highborn was that surprise pick against Sonic at DreamHack Montreal, where he almost reversed Sonic with this character that seemed to just be a 5-minute pocket that no one knew about and could break it at any time, and that's what kind of makes Final Combat scary. And something like this, he's always had a character like this in the back of his mind. And ooh, going underneath the flying kick, he's going to be able to take a round here with the air-to-air jump kick. And look at this. And that is not to say that these two are not going to be going all out 100% to try to win. It's just they may be saving something for later.
Yeah, exactly. There definitely is some potential secrets here that they'll be keeping, but they're still going to be playing here at full force. I think another really exciting thing, too, with Final Combat coming up is the big window of time between them. Sonic Fox, they've been in the lab for quite some time, potentially, and Joker will be available to them. Like, who knows what could happen in Final Combat.
Oh, baby. Joker is going to literally shake up competitive Mortal Kombat. Also, this is a highly debated character. Highborn has, if you talk to Katana players, trash. But if you talk to everyone else, it kind of varies from okay to utterly broken. So yeah, this is just a character that's very perplexing in the competitive meta right now.
Those Edenian Razors can definitely be a bit of a problem to try to figure out what to do about them. And they are quite ambiguous, because it's up to your opponent when they release them. Oh, gonna get the crushing blow. It's close. Chip avoided. Dragon on for hanging on the critical life, but not going to be enough there. The sweep will actually get the trip guard there for Ninja Killer, and Ninja Killer will take game one, and also that's going to be with Liu Kang. Not necessarily the super expected character, but I mean, definitely kind of hit the scene with Liu Kang, so his Liu Kang is very strong.
Very rare misspacing there by Dragon. Jumped a little far. Katana's jump 2 is pretty good, but not that good, and doesn't have anything to really mix up off of that. Doesn't have the flutter in this variation. I think that's fanfare only, correct? And
yeah, it is a variation specific move. Yeah.
Only has the size and the Edenian Razors in this one. So really couldn't mix up that jump in and really just kind of bet it all on jump in fatal blow is what I'm going to guess there. But it's really hard to do it against Ninja Killer. He's got the reactions to the anti-air. As you see the trip guard, he's always ready. He's got, to me, the best reactions in our community.
Oh, yeah. It's almost robotic. Like, yeah. We haven't actually checked him for USB ports. So there's still a possibility that he's plugging in directly to the console through his controller, and we don't even know about it.
I don't get it. I've played against him, and I'm still just like, he isn't human.
It's baffling.
What he is Paulo's revenge. Ninja Killer's just holding the pad, but this is just Paulo's program to destroy us for trolling him all these years.
Well, it wouldn't shock me if we discover later on that he's some sort of T-8000 that has been sent to just destroy us in Mortal Kombat for mocking Paulo.
Yep.
You got us, Paulo.
Beautiful pickup off that down 3-2. Real cheeky. Got that crushing blow loaded too. Hey, got everything he wants. Still even on health.
Low fireball, just gonna take the risk. All right, here we go. Wow, another throw. He's just been going all out with these throws here, and I wonder if he did that on purpose to get out of the corner, like knowing it would whiff.
Oh,
shocking! And there's the crushing blow.
I would not be surprised whatsoever.
Round 2.
Like the way that these players play, they are just they know all of their tools and they use ways that, man, some of us would not expect at all. I learned so much commentating and casting over players that are way better than me. It's insane how much information that has been fed to me just from like being exposed to it like this. These players are so good. Oh, caught him. All right, here we go. Catches with yet another throw here, and we haven't seen very many attempts, or I don't think any, to tech from Dragon. And Dragon, typically a player that's quite difficult to throw, but hasn't been doing it. Wow, the parry. See, this is he's reading his mind.
Didn't even pair the wake up. Dragon tried to fight the lay and then wake up with a stand one. Still read by Ninja Killer. Staggered the forward 4 into the walk back. Catches Dragon pressing buttons there.
I'm gonna go
Not gonna
straight
kill,
into
but
fatal
hey,
blow.
It's gonna put him at a single hit away.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
defiant gravity with the trampoline bounce. Never understood that.
It is insane the way that the physics work for a lot of the fatal blows. Noob stomps you into the air.
I think that I think he gets that fan full screen and try to bait out a flying kick attempt by Ninja Killer. Ninja Killer not falling for it. Chip territory gets him.
There we go.
With the straight fireball. That is a bane of moving forward's existence. That straight fireball of Liu Kang. So fast on startup. So good on recovery. Look at that startup. I was just watching the run back on the stream. Good lord.
Real quick. And Ninja Kill is just like presence of mind. He's always ready. He's always ready for when he needs to be doing it. I actually ran into him in before yesterday. I only played 2 games with him, and but like his ability, he was like ducking underneath all my fireballs with my noob Cybot. He got to the perfect spacing and like ducked underneath it and would go for a fatal blow and got me.
Yep.
It was really good.
He is #1 at ducking under projectiles and actually punishing them. With Liu Kang, he will punish if you have a slow projectile. That's a high. Look out for that flying kick crushing blow. You just can't throw him out
Round
all
1.
willy-nilly like that.
All right, here we go. Potential final game here. Dragon also going to be sticking with Kitana here, so I definitely think they're effect up. I'm not showing you my Cetrion secrets, and any other character secrets I may have. Those aren't coming out either. So Dragon is definitely, or perhaps this is a secret character all along, and he's revealing the whole deck. But I got a feeling that there's going to be something else lying in wait in final combat. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the start of some damage.
Did get all 3 raises to hit, so missed out on about 30 damage there. But still super plus on the restand. And no throws yet. He does not want to get read by Nick.
Ooh,
Keep it simple, keep it safe.
Did he stare down? Okay, there's the punish here. Only lets 1 fan hit that time. Continues the advance. Perhaps hoping that Ninja Killer wasn't going to be blocking or something.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to change things up, and not let Ninja Killer get into a comfortable rhythm of getting hit by
Exactly.
blocking the follow-up.
Letting him know that every time I do these fans on hit or block, I'm going to be altering the timing, and it's going to kind of remain ambiguous to exactly when Ninja Killer needs to be challenged. Okay, goes for the sweep, or the low, or the stance. Okay, here we go.
Something for Dragon. Finally goes to the throw.
Yeah, that's the first throw that we've seen. Okay, that's a counter hit, going to take the crushing blow.
And that it didn't even raise his setup. That's almost 40% off of one, meterless little hit in the throw. She gets so much reward off of that. But Ninja Killer has done a great job of avoiding a lot of this damage. And when he has been on the offense, he has been absolutely relentless. And Ninja Killer making it look easy.
Yeah, that was a 3-0, and it was quick. That's our first 3-0, and it was in winners finals, and it was quick. So that will be Dragon then heading into our losers bracket. He will face off now against the young prodigy Izzy.
To put things in perspective, and I didn't even realize it was this crazy, that 4 of the last 5 matches were game 5s. 4 of the last 5.
Wow, I didn't realize that either. That is a ton.
We're game fives.
Players have been unwilling to give up.
3 game fives in a row on the loser side. Quarters, finals, and semifinals. All game 5.
Damn, that is impressive. These players are
Just
playing
wow.
out of their minds right now. I mean, they want the money. They coins. It's all profit. You didn't have to drive anywhere. You didn't have to pay a venue fee. You didn't have to sleep at some hotel. It's perfect.
Tweety, one of those that came in and had to play back-to-back game 5s in his run. He played all game 5s, actually. Game 5 against Ninja Killer, game 5 against King Gambler, and then game 5 against Izzy. That is just a lot. If that doesn't tell you how close and how great the Mortal Kombat has been tonight, nothing else will.
Yeah, those are all nail biters, and those were great matches between them as well.
So with that, Lost Dragon is going to stay, and he will have to face Izzy, who has been on absolute nuclear fire in this losers bracket. I'm talking Chernobyl levels of midichlorians or whatever that's called. What's it called?
I think midichlorians is right. You think if we're going into Star Wars, right? Yeah, we got it.
It's pretty close. Pretty close.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I like it. I mean, I'm so impressed with Izzy's play here, though. Definitely the my favorite from the tournament, in just terms of like to watch this run has been really, really exciting here. And I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen here as he faces off against Dragon. He's already overcome his own demon in Tweety, and now this is going to be another player definitely on that sort of same caliber, another qualified player for Final Combat here. And that's who Izzy now finds himself up against. How will he fare against the pros at only 13 years old, too? Very impressive.
And you know, he isn't coming out swinging with Dead of Winter either. He's going straight to Avalanche that did all of the work against Tweety.
Yeah, he didn't get any wins with Dead of Winter, Tweety, but Avalanche came through for him. So, oh, there's the slide catching the toes of Dragon. Dragon's going to need to be a little more careful.
Ooh!
Wow. The axe? Wow, that is crazy.
If only back one was a mid, which every Sub-Zero player wants.
Oh, right? Man, that'd be ridiculous. It's so far. Imagine if the different cosmetic axes had different hitboxes. And in tournament, you just had to hope.
Calm down.
Give me the big axe. Here we go. Uses that creeping ice that is flawless blockable. There is a gap in there. I'm curious if Dragon, a player notorious for kind of going through and labbing out all of the different things that he'll need to, I'm curious if he's going to be applying that flawless block. Nice teleport in, but Izzy was ready.
The way Dragon reacted to it, just wanted to close the gap. Knew he was going to punish, and that is going to be a lot of damage. He's just come up, blow, that's it.
Wow, Izzy with the presence of mind. He knew exactly what needed to be done. He kept it unbreakable, knew he had the crushing blow, and there was breakaway there, so he went, I've got an answer for this. Technically, there was a small window of opportunity for Dragon to get out of that before he grabs him and throws him into the ice wall, but Dragon opting to hang on to his defensive bar instead.
Some of those are so tight. You can be mashing all you want, and sometimes the doesn't give it to you. That's something you really got to lab.
Yeah, that too.
That's the slightest of windows.
It's a very small window. All right, here we go. Oh, he's going to spend the breakaway here. Izzy now has him to work quite the life deficit to make up for. Oh, he's got him with the overhead straight into the amplified slide. Back to the corner.
Oh, Dragon trying to disrespect with the buds. He's going to find himself in a detrimental position here in the corner. Izzy going back.
Okay, no flawless block.
You got him right through the Hell's Wrath. Are you kidding me? That was an active beam of death. He just jumped through.
That's the thing about Sub-Zero's sort of smaller hitbox on his jump. He tucks into a ball, the classic ninja jump, and it does actually allow him to get over some air moves that other characters can't. We have seen that brutality every time now, almost, it seems. That's 3 in a row, or 2 in a row at least. I think it's 3 in a row.
Or 3 in a row.
Izzy likes that one. I like it too.
This is just all-out destruction. I need every Sub-Zero player to apologize. I want Sub-Zero players and Gears players to apologize. Post-patch already. I'm done.
Yeah, players complaining about this character. What are you talking about? We just watched Dragon, the Dragon, get mixed in the corner by Sub-Zero. And it wasn't just mix. It wasn't just mix.
It's so calculated. It's so smart. That's just it. It's just so smart how he's playing Sub-Zero right now. If this isn't the blueprint on how to play Sub-Zero, I don't know what is.
Yeah, absolutely. This is how it is done. It's not, I mean, definitely have the ability of the mix, but it's about using 1-2, it's about using back one, it's about using the spacing game. We see him, we haven't seen the trap in this particular set, but we saw it against Tweety, the expert use of the trap setups and stuff. There are tools that this character has, and Izzy has been digging through the toolbox and putting all of them to work here, and so far it's got him in the lead right now over Dragon. Oh no, that's not a good way to start.
Round one fight, boulder crushing blow. Big old damage off of that. Ooh, excellent floss block to avoid the pushback on the boulder. And yeah, Dragon actually, that's kind of how the first match started. Was just Dragon getting cooked by a raw slide. And that really set the tone. If he was able to be comfortable after that, after taking the risk. And now he has one of the three needed. He tried it again. Is he? That was actually kind of smart. He said, I'm dead anyway.
Yeah, I think that the mindset was, I'm already going to die, so get as many pieces on the crushing blow as I can. Because that's still building positive, right? Even though you're going to lose the round, you're still going to go in there with a couple more pieces of the puzzle that you need anyway.
Also, Liga Latina just ended. Conqueror with Sub-Zero is your champion, and we'll be going to Final Combat.
All right, Izzy, do it for the Sub-Zeros. Do it for the Sub-Zeros.
Is this the day for the Lin Kuei?
Dude, this is the year of the Lin Kuei. Frosty Faustings first, followed by the Pro Tour event in South America, and now this. Come on, Izzy, you can do it. All right, creeping ice in the corner.
Not a real mix-up there. The only mix-up is Dragon probably reading the stagger. But Izzy staying alive here. He's one round away from potentially being 2-0 on Dragon. World champion Dragon.
Yeah, that is, like, it's weird that you said that sentence. That's insane. And you weren't talking about Ninja Killer or Tweety or some of the other really big names. You're talking about seed number 30, unheard of prior, the young lad Izzy.
Scrubs in comparison. Ooh, that might be a punish. Just looked a little bit late on the reversal.
Oh, he got him! Counter hit! The breakaway is available, so he's going to go ahead with the unbreakable. Spend the crushing blow. It's the final round. You can't take it with you. Get rid of it now. Plus frames catches the down one. No conversion off of that, though. Hell's Wrath is blocked. Plus block reducing the damage, and he got him with the reversal slide. Is he going to do this? Izzy?
I'm scared.
Oh my gosh, Izzy, can it be done? Oh no!
That was 100% a bet right there. A forward 2 fatal blow, was it not?
Yeah, he was totally going to just go in for it with that. I feel like I'm getting a little biased now. I'm pulling for the young lad. This is so hype. Dragon, though, maintaining composure. He lost the first game, and he has definitely made the adaptation and kind of seeing, like, okay, I'm kind of catching on to this wild nature of this young lad. I'm going to see what I can do about it, and starting to work out. We'll see if Izzy can sort of wrangle it back down and keep it going, or if Dragon has finally figured it out.
I mean, that was still a mix-up away from being honest right there.
Right?
You always got to be sweating in those final moments where we see Fatal Blow active. But yeah, okay, it's all good. We're tied up at 1 game apiece.
Sub-Zero absolutely still in this, and a deadly character at that low health range. Fatal Blow available for Sub-Zero is so scary. We are going to continue to see Cetrion now coming out of Dragon. I'm curious if the Arctic Trap will end up playing a role in this particular matchup. I want to say that because Cetrion's a character that is going to be on the defensive, or like her offense isn't a lot of charging, like forward offense into the trap, I think that the trap is actually not going to end up seeing a lot of play here. Ooh, barely misses that rock. The flawless block and reduce the chip and the pushback. Very important about that rock since it's so plus when it does hit you if you don't fall.
Izzy is 3 for 3 on trying to get a raw slide to be the first hit of the match. 3 for 3, but he's only got punished the one time. But he still finds himself a big deficit. Deficit going to be a little bit less here.
All right, here we go.
More importantly,
another slide. Wow. Getting caught.
Absolutely disgusting, but I respect it. Because
he's just playing out of his mind. Okay, there's the overhead. Safe stuff too as well with that creeping ice follow-up. Spends all of the meter.
I know that you got to be disrespectful against the top players, and that's what's going on. Oh, no, jumps in. Up boulder 290. Gone. Thanos off of the screen. Snap of the fingers, that health bar is gone. Dragon still holding on to the lead here. But Izzy, He just never seems to be out of it. All right, now it looks like he's getting a little carried away possibly with these slides.
Oh, never mind. Okay, here we go.
Yep, never mind. I lied right to your face. He's still in it.
Oh man, but that time Dragon was ready and has the full crushing blow punish ready. Gonna get the breakaway burn. Now both players out of defensive meter here. Escape failed. Not gonna matter for Cetrion. Her crushing blow is different.
That's something new I've seen from Dragon, just doing down 4 and then pressuring after, because he conditioned our community to respect Oki down 4 wall. You know, being super meaty and low profiling. That he is getting away with a lot of just down 4s on block.
I'm curious if it. Oh, there's the trap. It actually caught him on the like the app. Wow. Is that gonna crush? Okay, I think he already spent it actually. I'm not sure though.
I think
It's all becoming a blur.
I'm pretty sure that he just now has it loaded.
Okay. We've just seen so much Sub-Zero. See the creeping ice, trying to chip it out. Nice. That time Dragon was ready, and he's gonna go straight for the kill here. This is gonna be game 2 for Dragon on the board now.
A little too risky with the slides from Izzy. You know, other than that, he still played that really well. Just kind of bet it all. He paid the iron price for those slides.
Yeah, he absolutely was trying to close it out in style, perhaps. But Dragon, not somebody that you can just finesse on. He was definitely prepared for that. I think he could have maybe kept going for the creeping ice or something, but took the risk, and it did not pay off here. So that will be Dragon now taking the lead in the set. Izzy had a good first game. He had a good second and third game here even. He just needs to make a couple minor adjustments here, tone it down a little bit, kind of catch on to the fact that Dragon's catching on perhaps, and see if he can make some adjustments to bring it home.
Ooh, massive host from Destroyer coming in. Thank you so much, Destroyer.
Excellent. Destroyer coming through with the host. Thank you. You guys are here to watch this young lad, a mere 13 years old, facing off the myth, the legend, Dragon. And he already took a game. He's having close sets.
He was up 1-0. Game 2 was pretty close. Dragon with a convincing victory there in game number 3. Is he getting a little carried away with some of these slides? But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because some of these slides are working out for him and loading up that crushing blow. And what I love is that he sets up these. The way he sets up victories and rounds, again, so smart in that he takes a lot of risks, but once he gets to about 30-40%, he really tries to smartly set up a crushing blow or fatal blow victory almost every single time. And it's been so effective.
And he's very aware of like how much meter they have, so he'll keep it grounded if he needs to, if they've got to the breakaway, or he'll go straight to the air for the max damage if they don't. Like, he's very, very smart about his usage of it.
And this is the first match that he hasn't tried a raw slide at the beginning of it. Literally the first match where he hasn't just done slide to start off the match.
That's the adaptation, perhaps. Toning it down a little bit. Okay, here we go. This is going to be breakaway. Not going to go ahead and use the crushing blow. Going to hang on to that resource. Like you said, stingy with it here. Okay, there's the protect. And tried to challenge, but Dragon was absolutely ready.
Ooh, pressing buttons and hits into the wall. That's a lot. Ooh. And now Dragon is hinking from his fatal blow away. I'm a little bit... If I missed, he tried to make the read of reads. Was Dragon there?
Oh, he did it!
The combo!
I did not know that worked, but Dragon's going to go...
Here comes the solar beam. Is it going to kill? Oh, he's for sure dead. Super effective.
Sunny day. Turn 1.
Give him a potion.
All right, Izzy now fighting for his tournament life, but man, he's about to win more money than he's ever seen before in his life. So either way, he has had a great showing, but he is definitely not giving up yet. I mean, he is used to being on the back foot. He was down 2-0 versus Tweety and turned it around. Let's see what he can do against Dragon here. Tries to catch the toes. That'll do it. The amplified ice ball there is fast enough. And this is going to take Dragon now to the corner, and half that life bar is already gone. Where's the breakaway? There, it's burnt.
Whoa! Waking up through the short hop is Dragon with the 2-1-3, getting a big old crushing blow, and no breakaway from Izzy. That is 400 damage gone. The Oki Geyser. Dragon going in right now.
He wants to close it out here as he spends the breakaway hanging in there. Last life.
Jump kick.
Oh no, he's caught. Oh wow, the forbidden strings.
Dragon had no bar to hit confirm with. Just had to do something. Get a cool knockdown.
I like the creativity.
Izzy, tournament life right now. Back to the wall.
Life lead. He throws the skull. Starting for the chip out. All right, Izzy, this is gotta be patient. I like it. He was gonna go cancel for the chip out, and Izzy staying alive and on the board.
That was scary. Dragon has crouched and punished that already in this set. That back one just caught Dragon Go for the block. Oh, going over. Need the projectile and block it. Well, letting go block too early on these geysers.
You have to be careful. A zoning war is likely going to go away. They forgot it.
Keeping it nice and simple as Dragon in perfect position right now for him. And this zoning is really adding up.
This is an obstacle course here. Can Izzy make it through? Blocks the geyser. Gets a little advancement in here now. Okay, the jump kick will connect. The overhead is blocked, and that's going to be a big punish. Oh, no, the crushing blow is already spent here, so he's still alive.
We've all been there thinking that we haven't come off it. It's kind of your go-to punish in these critical moments. Speaking of critical, that's the help that Izzy is on right now. Catches with the anti-air forward two. The breakaway from Dragon. All he needs, button, and he gets it with the down one Dragon. 3-1 over Izzy, coming back from the game one. And he's going to set up his run back with Ninja Killer in grand finals.
And finally, somebody puts an end to Izzy's run. He was sent in round one to the bracket, and he tore through that bracket all the way into losers finals. What a run. And this is his first like large tournament that he's been in, so an incredible showing from him. A mere 13 years old. Shout outs to Izzy for having such a great showing. But that is going to be Dragon advancing here, and we're going to now have Dragon versus Ninja Killer. A repeat of our winners finals is going to be our grand finals here. And these players are going to be fighting for a massive chunk of change here. I believe it's $2,500 to first and $1,500 to second. So $1,000 difference between the two.
Izzy still getting $750 on the day and winning 7 matches straight. He actually has the most wins in the tournament.
Oh, does he? Oh, because he had that first round to losers and made it so far. All right. Got the most practice then. The most practice against some of the highest caliber of players that he has seen, particularly on the Xbox side of things. So, man, that's a really good run for him. That $750, put it to good use, young lad. Put it to good use.
Travel to a premiere and listen, this actually counts as us giving you advice to invest your money. Take that money, go to a tournament, and win more money. Yes,
I definitely think that he absolutely could. Let your parents see the statement. Look at this. 750. That's not 75. That's not 750. That's $750. Notice the decimal point, mother.
That's right.
And take me on a plane to another land so I can win more of this.
750 is 100 more than 650. Quick math.
Ooh. We got the scholar here.
Yep.
I love it. I was going to have to get the abacus out, so I appreciate it.
Dragon says, is there a break before grand finals? Dragon, listen.
Do you need one?
No.
I think you should ride the momentum out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Come on now.
Izzy rattle you?
God, these divas in our community, man. Absolute divas.
No, you are at home in maximum comfort zone. What could it possibly need a break for?
Exactly, Dragon. Ride that moment. You survived. You survived Izzy, okay? You can do anything.
Yeah, man, very few players can say they survived Izzy. There are only 2 right now, and arguably Ninja Killer just dodged it. He ducked him. We'll have to get the Ninja Killer versus Izzy money match at some point, perhaps. He's got some money to play with. Let's see what happens between the two of them at some point. All right, so Dragon also going back to Katana. We saw this in Winners Finals. Dragon was playing as Katana, not revealing any of the Cetrion tech that he's going to be bringing to Final Combat or any potential other characters, and going straight to Katana here.
Very interesting. And it's not like he was out of those matches either in the Winners Finals. He had his moments. Ninja Killer just had some incredibly clutch ones almost every single time.
They were great fights between these two here.
Chat wants to see Dragon Sindel. Dragon may be holding up or doesn't like the matchup.
Yeah, who knows? You guys will have to potentially wait for Final Combat before Scream Queen comes out from Dragon. All right, escape failed. That's going to mean Liu Kang's got that crushing blow queued up. He does have 2 of them available. Only 1 per game now, though. But still, 31% for a throw is fantastic. And a character like Liu Kang has good access to a throw game just because he's got strict mids and plus frames on 1-2. Really good stuff.
Big damage there. Ninja Killer's going to need one of those clutch moments. It's going to be a lot of chip damage. Dragon's really changing up the timings of when he's letting go of those razors. That was an early release into a jump kick that definitely caught Ninja Killer off guard.
Yeah, we saw him get hit by that extra razor, and that's the ambiguity of those, particularly with a player like Dragon, when it's going to be your turn. Nice crushing blow, immediately burns that breakaway off of okay.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, how he ended it incredibly early and then swung and it caught Ninja Killer off guard.
He's still thinking that it's a combo, it's got to continue, and nope, Dragon is maintaining that elusive nature to the way that he times that. Nice, cancels right into the throw, starting to get some damage here on the board. Still has to basically make up double the health that his opponent has.
And Highborn not gonna do it all at once, but can do it after a couple of razors.
Yeah, especially with that fatal blow available in its final round here for Dragon if he closes out. One more hit might even be able to do it here. On the offensive. Oh, and there it is. +3.
Yeah, once that kick came in, that forward 4 was pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah, not a lot you can do about it at that point.
Just a friendly reminder, Dragon needs to beat Ninja Killer twice here to win this tournament. Ninja Killer just needing the one victory. The beauty of the comfort that is being on the winner's side, and Dragon has gotten every crushing blow so
yeah,
in this match,
checking him off the list.
And it still might not be enough. That's what's scary.
A dangerous player, Ninja Killer. Goes in with the low fireball. This time, Dragon ready. Gonna get the punish here. And continuing the assault with these Zidanian Razors. Now maximizing it straight into the throw.
Just like that. He was at 60%. Okay, I'm watching the run back. He was at exactly 50% health. Bam, 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 dead.
Right? It's ridiculous.
That is Highborn. That is Highborn in a nutshell.
The character can snatch the life bar right out from underneath you just off of a couple of stray hits, or you just timing things wrong in those Zidanian Razors, not reading, knowing a throw is coming, and bam, look at that. 50-60% of your health bar is just gone.
And all it was back 1-4 razor, back 1-4 razor throw.
Yeah, it wasn't even some big crazy complex combo.
Crazy.
He didn't do any cancels, didn't have to spend a bunch of meter on it. It was just I pushed these buttons and then I pushed them again and then I pushed that button.
And this is why Highborn is a highly debated topic amongst our community.
Yeah, tons of controversy. I think she's solid. I just think it needs it just needs the right sort of circumstances for the proper player to make it shine. I think that there might just be players that haven't been finding the groove, perhaps the character, because I think something that's happened with MK11 is that some characters have kind of changed in archetype from game to game, so perhaps the Katana loyalists, it's not perfectly built for them.
I'm about to say, Katana being probably the biggest advocate of that, or biggest showcase of that, of her being just a completely different character from previous NRS titles, where in MKX and MK9 she was essentially the same character.
Yeah, very similar.
Just a 40% combo fan throwing machine with half screen normals for some reason, and 45-second combos.
Oh yeah, man. Katana of yore. Oh, okay, here we go. Big crushing blow sends him back to full screen. We're likely going to see a lot more just fans going across the screen here. Dragon has quite the life lead right now. Although with that fatal blow available, oh, never mind, not going to matter. The Adenian Razors, no breaker, no nothing coming out.
Hold up, is Dragon coming back to life? Is he riding that momentum of getting the victory over Izzy?
Yeah, this is a completely different showing too of their matchup as in winners finals. Oh, never mind. The winners finals, they went 3-0 to the way of Ninja Killer, so it's already different. Let's see if Dragon can keep the momentum going on his side.
Hello. Damage on deck. Saved himself about 40 damage there, I guess bleeding in the round. Hey.
Tried to challenge, not quick enough. All right, a little bit of fireballs back and forth here. Ninja Killer has the life lead. He's looking to start to run away. Nice throw tech. He saw the throw coming that time.
No razors whatsoever, but not falling for it is Ninja Killer. Now, wait a minute.
This time he got him, and now look at it. Oh, caught him.
Whoa!
Oh, no!
The fatal blow, perhaps?
What just happened?
Dragon, what are you doing?
Oh, my God. It's slipping through her fan. Oh, man. She had it there.
Not like this. Oh, no.
All right, Ninja Killer hanging in there. Okay, this is going to be big damage, though. 200 on the... And just continuing to follow up. Goes for the cancel. This time, Ninja Killer taking to the skies.
And this is going to give Ninja momentum. Being given a free round like that.
Oh, now the crushing blow, too.
Oh, no.
The cage has been shaken. Okay, nice. Teleports in. challenge though with the down one. Oh, nice punishes underneath it. Now the timing's still hard to figure out when exactly. And Ninja Killer getting tagged again, but still has a pretty solid lead here. Although the Fatal Blow available from Katana means a little bit more damage, and a confirm it, it's over.
That's a chip out territory now. Dragon, no defensive bars. Very smart close out there by Ninja Killer. Dragon's gonna be feeling that one. He was 2 triggers from being up 2-0 on Ninja Killer.
Yeah, he just needed to give it the old LTR2, and he could have closed it out off that hit confirm with that stray hit, but didn't happen. And now Ninja Killer able to completely stabilize after that sort of second lease on life. And he's going to take the game and now put himself 2 games away from claiming the tournament here and not giving Dragon even a chance to reset it here. Meanwhile, Dragon's still 5 away, but that was a solid step or game between the two of them. So it's not necessarily tilting heavily in either one's favor right.
The hourglass.
Dragon going to be continuing the assault here with Katana as well. So no Cetrion here still. I like what I'm seeing though from this Katana, and it's proven effective. It hasn't felt like Liu Kang has been dominating the matchup or anything like that. So it's not like there is even a necessity for Cetrion to come out here and do things. This is
yeah, this has been quite well. This has been effective. What a flawless block to start us off on a jump in by Ninja Killer. Calm down, man. But that one mistake, so crucial. That one mistake of not getting the fatal blow gave Ninja Killer a little bit of life. And now look what he's gonna be able to do with it, potentially. I just try to run away with this. You
can't for the parry. This time he was ready.
Even these top players amongst each other, they can't just give you a free round.
No, not at all. Okay, there's gonna be a punish on this. Yes, there will be. So Dragon gonna continue the advance here. Edenian Razor's coming out. So much chip damage from that as well. The throw here from,
I believe 6% every triple fan.
Yeah, it's a ton. It's a chunk. Aziz had that video of like a typical Katana match, and like half the damage was chip. It's insane. I wish that there was a breakdown so you could see how much damage he took from Aaron's acid or the chip. It's like I want the breakdowns to be even more elaborate.
That'd be crazy.
Someday. Ooh, the side saving it.
Gets the trade. Does a bit of a help lead, but any projectile. Oh, not low profiling is Liu Kang's low projectile. Thank goodness for that. Dragon.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be ridiculous if he got super low to the ground. I'm sure there's a couple things. Nightwolf's arrow probably flies over, but a majority of the styles are going to be big enough that they will catch Liu Kang on that low fireball, which is a great tool that he has. All right, here we go, some zoning. Okay, immediately goes in for that tele. Smart moves here from Dragon, able to get around the fireball.
Yeah, talking on that low projectile, the fact that he can go low-high with it. John. You're okay. You say, I'm going to read low projectile. I'm jumping in. Amplify comes out. Not today. Dragon has a hefty lead here. Fatal Blow still available for Ninja Killer. He still has a ways to go.
Back away. Ooh, the fireball catches him.
Wow. Ninja closing that gap the moment that it was built. And now, one stagger away, and you know he's going to be looking for it.
Yeah, exactly. The Fatal Blow is available. That's all it'll take. Catches him with the throw. Getting closer and closer. Oh, the Crushing Blow is ready. He's just going to go ahead and spend it, and now he's going to take the round here. Final round. Game 3.
If you notice, Dragon went for a stand 3 when Ninja Killer started to jump over. I think he was trying to flawless block up 3, a jump kick.
Ooh.
And those ones, look at that damage.
Going for the fancy stuff.
25%. Wonderful read. Wonderful read of the stagger.
Tons of Crushing Blows coming out. A clean 35% here for Dirty Grandma. Ninja Killer pressing Katana back to the corner.
Look at that movement forward by Ninja Killer to immediately put the pressure on Dragon here. Bad, tough spot to be here. Keeps it restood. That defensive bar not going to come into play for Dragon here. Look for staggers. A chip out kill. And now throw in will do it. Just be careful. I'm scared.
Oh, whips the throw. Oh, the scramble there, though. Oh, my goodness.
He had the read. He had the micro duck of the throw. I don't know what the input was that he put in. Maybe he's trying to flawless block a poke and just a down R2 up 2, and that's what happened there. I don't know.
Yeah, that is crazy what happened there. A little bit of an odd scramble there, but Dragon unfortunately lets it slip past, and Dirty Grandma Ninja Killer will take game 3 and now puts himself 1 away from taking the turn here. CGL's own is the CGL tournament, perhaps 1 win away. We'll see.
Just a few errors between them here, especially in grand finals. On the winner's side, it was looking pretty comfortable. for Ninja Killer, but wow, has Dragon actually turned this around, and I'm actually really impressed at what he's done. Can he come back? You know, can't let those mistakes, you know, linger on the back of his mind. He's really good at that short-term memory where that never even happened.
Oh, absolutely, definitely one of the best.
Another game
To just kind of like shake it off and completely reset when we're going into the next game. Like every game is its own individual component. All right, the jump kick going to go the way of Dragon here. Off to a good start. This is with that half-blood stance again, though. I'm curious, I think that's happened multiple times here, that the half-blood stance not connecting.
We're only about 12 seconds into this match, and Ninja Killer 60% down.
Jeez.
Highborn putting in a little bit of work there. Start us off.
It's the kind of thing that if you just watch the fight, it doesn't look like a lot of damage happened, but the life bars would tell a different tale.
And Ninja Killer is the best I've ever seen at throwing out throws from kind of max ranges to try to clip counter pokes, you know, or poke attempts. He's really good at doing that. Dash up, max range throw.
And just grab you by your little ankle.
Oh, getting risky. He's Dragon there, getting burned for it. Quite literally with the Flaming Dragon coming from Liu Kang. The champion of Earthrealm. Trying to get another victory here with Ninja Killer behind the controls.
Yeah, right now Ninja Killer is 1,000 health away from claiming and eliminating Dragon here in a grand finals. It's gonna happen. It uses the cancel. I like that. Just trying to bait some sort of reaction out of Ninja Killer. And this time the half-blood stance will connect. Haven't seen many size, so no crushing blow gonna come out. Here's the back and forth. Just fans again, and Ninja Killer trying to challenge a little bit too early, not finding the right timing there.
And that's where changing up your timings comes into play. Making those big reads,
Oh no!
In there with the down two, and he is on life alert tournament point for Ninja Killer. Couple of hits away. Dragon down on resources. No defensive bar. Look for the down two. Read it. Ninja Killer gonna punish him for it and win your Console Kombat 2 CGL Xbox finale.
Very well played here, but CGL's own Ninja Killer will be taking it in style as well with the fatality, getting some Fruit Ninja going on.
Fatality.
Very well played. That was impressive, man. What a tournament here. We had Izzy making his run through the losers bracket, and then of course we have the legends themselves here, the final combat qualifiers coming through, and to our own grand finals here. Man, this was crazy. This was insane.
Just a wonderful top 8, guys. So many game 5s. There was only 1 3-0 the entire night in that matchup between those two. Still able to get a game. There in grand finals was Dragon. So excellent stuff, guys. That's great competition. Great performances by everyone. Congratulations to everyone that made top 8. Congratulations to everyone alone that made top 32, because you had to win a tournament to get here. You had to win a tournament to get into this thing.
There were no free passes.
To get into the tournament. So all of you guys did a wonderful job, and shouts to CGL for putting this on, especially for the Xbox community that, like you mentioned, does not get much love at all. And they came to play. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Good job, guys.
Of course, that was just a taste of things to come, as we do have the PlayStation Finals coming up. Not next weekend, but the weekend following. So that's going to be the 8th and 9th of February is going to be the PlayStation finale, where the players that we just saw tonight, we're going to be seeing the repeat from some of them. So players like Ninja Killer and Dragon have qualified for both sides, so they'll be coming back as well. Izzy was an Xbox only, so he'll be in the sidelines for that one watching. But the PlayStation Finals coming up soon, and that is going to be some incredibly hype action. I'm super excited for that. Like, just seeing this with just a small portion of that, because I think it's kind of true that the PlayStation side does have that higher caliber player, ultimately, with the competitive scene always being over there. So to see all of them finally throwing down, it's only going to get even crazier than what we saw tonight. Yes. And this was already almost too much. I'm definitely going to need to get my heart rate checked after.
Yeah, well, almost 4 game 5s in a row was from these guys, and it's just more to come in a couple of weeks. So guys, if you guys are watching, go ahead and follow the channel. In 2 weeks we'll be back here on CGL 1 for the PlayStation finale of Console Kombat 2. And also shout outs to all of the Xbox partners for being a part of this particular part of the series. You got Morden, Reddit MK, Perfect Legend, SKO Dojo, MK Online, Illusion HQ, and Best the Dawn and Illusion HQ, who were a huge help organizing the entire thing. Is also myself and Dream Eater doing some of the Xbox qualifiers for that as well, which was an absolute blast. And so thank you for CGL for allowing us to put them on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a great time doing it. I really enjoyed it. So it was a thrill to be able to run a tournament that had such prestige attached to it and to be able to kind of pick the champions to send off to the CGL finals. I believe that Izzy and G were winners of qualifiers that I ran. So I ended up, waving the flag and getting some of the big players to come out.
That's
So
actually
very well
something
done by them.
that's something that some of us that host the qualifiers are looking for, is like the people that won our qualifier, how well are they going to do? You know,
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
what that's what I'm ready for. I think that Dragon won my PS4 one, so I'm really looking for that. I'm really hoping for a good Dragon run next week. But everyone that qualified, amazing job. Just making top 32 in and of itself was a victory. This was a tough tournament. All of you got paid, and congratulations to Ninja Killa on winning the entire thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Great showing from everybody. This was Throw the Watch. Thank you so much, Mr. Aquaman, for joining me here. I have been Dream,
Absolutely.
and this was a blast. We'll see you guys in about 2 weeks.
Let's have a good night.